Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu mehr NORCO. Wir spielen das weiterhin auf twitch.tv/Folgt. Und wir haben beim letzten Mal wieder einen großen Schritt gemacht. Wir waren mit einer Party von 5 unterwegs, haben Kämpfe durchführen dürfen. Sehr interessant. Und zum Ende hin an einer sehr fragwürdigen Party teilgenommen. Ich hätte jetzt nicht erwartet, dass hier auf diesem Industriegelände auf einmal mittendrin sowas kommt. Und dann haben wir kurz mit der CEO schwatzen dürfen, die von unserer verstorbenen Mutter eine Kiste geklaut hat, nachdem sie verstorben ist. Und nachdem sie dann verstorben ist, also die CEO-Dame, sind wir jetzt hier mit unserem Zeug wieder raus. Und interessant wirklich ist hier, wir haben nur diese Discount-Card in unserem Inventar. Der Rest ist also nicht so relevant. Das heißt also, wir gehen erstmal sagen wir es mal, den offensichtlichen Schritt und wollen hier bei Dimes Discount unsere Dimes Discount Customer Card einsetzen. Und dann gehen wir zu dem, wo man es vermutlich eigentlich einsetzen soll. Ich will natürlich trotzdem einfach mal gucken, ist jetzt hier irgendwas, wo man sagen würde, oh ja, dafür will man... Achso, das Ding heißt logischerweise allgemein Dimes Discounts Candy. Oh, come on, ich will aber nur was mitnehmen, ich will es mir nicht angucken. Ja, also hier ist da nichts wirklich zum Einsetzen. Ich frage mich, ob ich trotzdem irgendwie sage... Also gedrückt halten. Hey, das irgendwie... I'm sorry, the card you swiped is not a valid American Discount Southeast Incorporated Coupon Card. Not valid? The card is a forgery? Fluid of thoughts was within the robot's head. Catherine, she always kept her secrets hidden in plain sight. You must search the house. There's more to find there. Ja, ich denke, das sollte eigentlich relativ klar gewesen sein. So, eine passende Beschreibung, mehr als es ist einiges passiert, kann ich auch nicht sicher zusammenpuzzeln. Ja, da hatte ich ja beim letzten Mal, wo wir zu Hattenschatten rüber geradet sind, schon so ein bisschen gesagt gehabt. Und zugeben, das passiert gelegentlich mal bei solchen Spielen, ganz speziell auch so Sci-Fi, Mystery, von mir ist auch Horror, dass so ein bisschen eine Story erzählt wird und man sitzt dabei und sagt sich, ja, definitiv verstanden, was du von mir willst. Das liegt natürlich einerseits daran, dass es absichtlich natürlich nicht alles immer grundlegend erzählt. Man muss darauf warten, bis das Spiel das tut und wenn man Glück hat, dann passiert da auch mal was. So, genau, ich wollte noch mal gucken, bevor wir zum Haus gehen, weil ich davon ausgehe, dass da dann mehr passiert. Gibt es hier noch irgendwas, was man tun könnte? Kann man Lucky noch mal antreffen, wenn man hier im Batur vorbeiguckt? No. Das wäre auch zu einfach gewesen. Ich meine, es ist schön, dass man theoretisch hier immer noch mal hingehen könnte, aber ich glaube, hier dürfte auch jetzt nichts irgendwie Neues sein. Also, vielleicht ist hier noch irgendwo was versteckt. Irgendwas, das man tun könnte. Ich bleib mal bei könnte, müssen, ist vermutlich das falsche Wort dafür, aber die meisten anderen Stellen, außer zu sagen, oh, wir haben jetzt uns dahin begeben, gibt es keinen Grund, sagen wir mal auch Sappy Books oder ähnliches anzustellen. Also einfach nach Hause mit uns. Und zwar, wir müssen hier hin. Why would Catherine carry around a counterfeit coupon card? There must be some explanation. She was very secretive. We may find some clues hiding around the house. Ja. Und da haben wir natürlich das Ganze schon früher aufgemacht. You entered the coupon card into Mary's face. From within the house. Okay, you hear the vague clop of something mechanical. Okay, das hätte ich jetzt nicht erwartet. Ich dachte, das würde einfach nur irgendwas mit der Karte tun oder das Ding würde irgendwie Obi-Wan Kenobi-mäßig, wir brauchen deine Hilfe, irgendwas ausstrahlen, aber nicht, dass da drin jetzt was passiert. Okay, unser Zimmer, da ist ja eh nichts los. Vielleicht wäre auch kein Internet-Sticker? The sticker from grade school, half peered from the window. Okay, das hatten wir zum Beispiel nicht ursprünglich gefunden. No, wait, what? Moment, konnte ich von inside nicht ins Bedroom? Kitchen, achso. Nach oben? Also auf den ersten Blick sieht das alles so aus wie immer. Zugeben, wir waren ja nicht lange, aber irgendwie alles aus wie immer. Irgendwas hier... Achso, vielleicht im Backyard selber wiederum? Also irgendwas ist passiert, aber... Willst du noch irgendwas? Yes, dismiss. Great. Schön, dass du es angezeigt hast, dass du was hättest. Irgendwas im Frontyard? Your mom fed the strays. Yes. Okay, ich brauche jetzt nicht die 3 Fluten uns nochmal anhören. Living Room, Laundry. Hier dann doch nochmal einmal in mein eigenes Zimmer. Ist hier irgendwas? Books, Plants. Also irgendwas hat Klick gemacht. You turn on the television. Ja. Ich meine nicht, dass es das sein soll. Kitchen. Backyard, Microwave. Wie muss ich jetzt mit der Mikrowelle interagieren? You've discovered so many dead cat cockroaches. For several months, a dead baby cockroach was stuck between the clock's display and the protective screen, blocking the hour. Blake finally shook the microwave aggressively enough that the cockroach fell into the guts of the machine. Ew. Irgendwie eine versteckte Boden. Danach suche ich im Endeffekt ja auch schon. Dass irgend sowas sich oder eine Wand irgendwas oder ähnlich sich vielleicht getan hätte, aber I see nothing. Wenn hier oben wäre eher merkwürdig, ist der Dachboden. Deswegen habe ich vielleicht hier hinten irgendwie, dass man in die Garage jetzt rein müsste, dass da vielleicht was wäre. Deswegen aber auch nochmal hier Frontyard. Ich gehe nochmal Frontyard einmal sicherheitshalber. Deswegen hier zum Beispiel die Platte sieht komisch aus, aber kann ja nicht sein, dass, abgesehen davon, warum auch immer man das da draußen hinstellen würde, um sowas zu öffnen. Weißt du was, ich mach das nochmal. Kann ich das nochmal tun? No. Behind the statue's face hides an odd... Ne, das kennen wir. Frontyard, also auch nicht, dass man das von hier irgendwas machen soll? Couch. Reminds you of sleepless nights. Also ich gucke ja schon, das ist ja nicht so... A letter from Shield Oil. Oder ist hier irgendeine andere Sache, die man jetzt machen kann? Deswegen, also entweder dachte ich wirklich Küche oder eher so das war nicht Kitchen. Und was haben wir hier? Statue inside Backyard Street. Okay, Street bringt uns nur hier hin. Das wird es dann ja nicht sein. Fotoalbum. Ich hoffe mal nicht, dass das Fotoalbum irgendwas getan hat. Entweder Küche, okay. Living Room oder Kitchen. Ah. Unser Zimmer, gehe ich mal von aus, wäre das nie der Fall gewesen, wenn, oder halt Laundry Room. You're always frightened by the Laundry Room. Das ist noch irgendwas zu sagen? Kitchen, Attic, Living Room. Nee, das sind nur das, was wir eh schon kennen. Deswegen so merkwürdig, dass halt, achso, Kitchen wird angezeigt als das. Manchmal halte ich da drüber und es wird trotzdem noch Kitchen angezeigt. Nee, das war das. Also irgendwas hätte jetzt hier passieren sollen. I don't know. Guck schon überall hin, wo irgendwelche Sachen aufploppen. Guck auch noch mal einmal sicherheitshalber hier. Und was müssen wir mal wirklich einfach Walkthrough-mäßig gucken, was das Spiel von einem jetzt eigentlich will. Denn ich habe keine Ahnung. Ist hier irgendwas draußen passiert? No. Living Room. Your mom's unfolded. Photo of your mom holding Blake. You stand beside them, bonded and laughing as a gust of wind rakes the beach. Ich meine, es wäre clever, wenn man nicht sofort, was auch immer versteckt worden wäre, mit nur einem Ding öffnet, aber... Der Nachteil ist auch definitiv, dass man hier halt nicht wirklich viel Zeit verbracht hat. Also die Sache von, oh, finde den Unterschied. Ist sehr schwer. Gucken wir nochmal hier. Laptop, gifted, wake. Ne, ist ja grau gehalten, also. Da ist also auch nichts dabei oder irgendein Button, den man drücken soll, damit sich irgendwas hier tut. I don't know. Okay. NORCO walkthrough. So, performing security verification. Here we go. Yes, I agree. Lass mich in Ruhe. Act 2, Refinery Eyes. Masquerade at Shield. Okay, das hier. You also obtain a Dimes Discount card from Catherine's belongings. You can try to use this on the price scanner. Does not work. If you were diligent in exploring your house during previous act, you have uncovered the card reader. Use this will unlock inside the house. Go to the kitchen, then head to the attic. Interact with the boxes. Okay. Hi, Pan. Ich habe definitiv gerade nicht in einem Walkthrough nachgeguckt, weil wir nicht wussten, was wir tun müssen. Kitchen. Attic. Okay, ich hätte also hier riechen müssen mit den Boxes. This pile has shifted since... Has it? Has it? I don't know. Also... You clear away the boxes, revealing a portal built into the floor. A portal? Unbelievable. How many years has Catherine kept this doorway hidden? Okay, also... Ich kann ja verstehen, dass es nicht selbstverständlich ist, wenn du ein Haus hast. Logischerweise kommt mit seinem Layout. Und dass dann irgendwo ein versteckter Raum theoretisch sein könnte. Kann ich mir nicht wirklich vorstellen. Gerade wenn man dort lebt, vorbeiläuft und ich sag mal wirklich, du hast ein Fenster, eine lange Zeit nix und dann gehst du um die Ecke oder ähnliches. Dann müsstest du irgendwann realisieren, Moment, wo stehe ich denn gerade, bevor ich um die Ecke gehe? Denn die Küche ist ja hier und dann, also, finde ich lustig. Secret Door. Achso, gucken wir nochmal, was da dabei steht. A doorway previously hidden by boxes. So, eben die Tür war ja auch zu und wer weiß wie, obwohl, da oben ist schon Licht, also es ist nicht super tief. Work light hangs from the small hooks driven into the wall. Extension cord runs into the makeshift ductwork of the closet. Also ich gehe auch mal davon aus, dass dieser Raum logischerweise schon während des Einziehens existierte. Aber ernsthaft, das kriegt kein Schwein mit? Dass das hier existiert? At the center of the table sits a cheap plastic electronic device. One USB cord runs from the instrument to the computer tower. The other runs to the laptop. A map of Lake Pocahontas hangs on the wall, decorated with various illegible notes and pencils routes through its network of bios. Ponchard Rain, genau. So spricht man das definitiv aus. So, Laptop. A dated laptop, its keyboard covered in grime. A wireless signal jammer. What could Catherine need with such a device? Ja, Mann. A custom-built processor. Man würde denken, es wäre einfach drauf zu klicken, zur Seite zu gehen und wieder zu klicken. No. You power on the processor. As the machine breathes to life, small LED lights begin to flicker in the face of the oblong plastic device on the desk. A USB cord runs from the device to the laptop. The computer's terminal is quickly obscured by pop-ups advertising malware scanners and other products. An indecipherable static blossoms from the speakers. In distorted bursts, the noise begins to cohere into a correct simulation of your mother's voice. Uh-oh. Complete. Extracting zip 3.454. Yep, okay. Hard drive. Driver update required. No Wi-Fi connection detected. What? Enumerating alphabetical index. K? Please, is this child age 23? For your cognitive versioning needs, choose the Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic. Dear God. Driver update. Oh, no. What are you doing? Also die Pop-Ins sind so creepy. Driver update required. Enumerating alphabetical index. Array member deleted. What is that? No, please no. If you can hear me, please. Away that robot, please. Please, get away. Okay, wir gehen wieder zurück in die Vergangenheit. To the mall, through John's skull, The Garretts have been instructed to protect the sacred messenger, but they are foolish and easily outwitted. Wie weit rudern wir? Their greatest weakness is their treachery. All you must do is catch them fibbing, lying, and going against the will of John, their idolater. And then what? Show them for the hypocrites that they are. So, seeds of disloyalty. This will present an opportunity for you to gain what you seek. I see. You got any kind of recording app on that phone of yours, Catherine? If we are going to try to play these people against one another, might help. Good point. I will install one. Oh, okay. Ich dachte wirklich, der Witz war, dass wir beim letzten Mal hätten was finden müssen diesbezüglich. Also wir könnten zu dem einen Kollegen... Nee, das war nicht Bruce, der Vater von Bruce, glaube ich. Da können wir noch hingehen. We will be to the Garretts presently. Papa. Ernsthaft, wie weit rudern wir? Und wo zum Geier sind wir jetzt? So, ich will mal gucken. Okay, also wir haben jetzt Voice Memos. Okay, das missfällt mir schon. Gooch? The Gooch. Garrett, my boy. Papa. Wait. Ist das ein Clown? You're the only one around here who still calls me by my name. The others can be cruel, can't they? To steal one's name. So cruel. I can't get to it. Last reading. Don't think I will ever be a Garrett again. I'll be stuck wearing this shirt forever. Look me in the eyes, boy. Papa squats before the man. Look your Papa in his eyes. When Papa takes over the mall, he will give you back your name, and the others he will deem Gooch to punish them for their abuse. Patience, my boy. You're a real one, Papa. Just look, keep a profile. John's coming by tonight. Papa smiles wide. John's coming by tonight. Yeah, Pa, he even put a lock on the door to keep you out. The little fuck. Just record me saying the passphrase. Play it for the acoustic lock, and you can come in and out like normal. My splendid child. To record voice memos, first hover over the piece of dialogue that you want to record. An icon will then appear beneath the dialogue. Click this icon to record. If the icon is green, the dialogue has been recorded. Okay. Here's the passphrase. It's prayers up, boys. We're going to Mars. What? 15 MB? Für 8 Sekunden? Da shit. Did you record it? Just play that for the log to get in. Okay, Paul? A notice hangs on the door. It reads, "Attention, Garretts. Ditch man is a repulsive snake who has no place in this mall. Anyone found consorting with him will be immediately excommunicated." Oh, I'm clear. Love you all. John. Pitiful little boy. Schöne Idee, auch wenn das heißt, dass man immer rückwärts in der Zeit aufnimmt. Ja, ne? Lossless Audio File Quality. Was ist eigentlich jetzt von hier Drainage Canal? Oh, damit kommt man hier also wieder raus. Okay, dann soll mir das sogar recht sein. Dann gehen wir nämlich einmal, ich glaube hier lang war das. Hi Buddy. Nee, die Potato Chips, irgendwas. A half-eaten bag of potato. Okay, whatever. Ich glaube mal, das wird noch was zu sagen haben. Oder es ist einfach nur Flavor. I don't know. So, dann gehen wir jetzt mal hier hin. Come on, Catherine, leave the man alone. Catherine crouches into the garage. No, I'm not. It's fine. We're pals. Catherine approaches the man. You again? You talk to Bruce yet? No, not yet. I was hoping you could repeat what you said. Ich würde hoffen, dass die crisp flavor haben. Trying to make me blush. Record it if you are having so much trouble remembering and hang on to it until you see him. I said, Bruce, you're my boy, and this is here is your home. Wouldn't turn you away for nothing. That cold shit, that garage shit. Let it go. Just come back home. Boah, 60 MB da. Shit. Ich hoffe, das lohnt sich. Aber so wie das Spiel aufgebaut ist, denke ich mal nicht, dass dann so eine Situation sein wird von, wir haben zu viel aufgenommen. Ich meine, man kann vermutlich grundlegend zu viel aufnehmen, aber von dem Wichtigen meine ich logischerweise. Ich würde hoffen, also ja. Lecker Potato. Okay, gucken wir mal, wie das jetzt funktioniert. What is this thing? Acoustic lock uses voice recognition. So I just speak into it. It's expecting some kind of audio input to unlock it. Alright, well. Voice memos. Bruce, come back, my boy. Hast du die Preise für Flashspeicher gesehen? 60 MB sind schon zu viel. That door should be open. These hallways belong to the garrets. The derelict corridors forgotten by John. Whichever hallway you choose to follow, it will take you to the far end of the mall. That is where John has imprisoned the messenger. A giant garret guards the door to the cathedral. He is their newest recruit, naive in his allegiance to this profane fellowship. Let us find him and grind his allegiance to dust. Record. Man kann wirklich, wenn man es drauf anlegt, einfach alles aufnehmen. Jetzt keiner nicht. So, ich bin trotzdem mal so frei, auch wenn das Spiel bisher jetzt noch nicht so darauf aufgebaut war. Und wir speichern einmal. So, hi Garrett. Einer von den 33, die sind. Ja, probieren wir mal Glück. Punk, my man. Garrett, my boy. How are things in the hallowed corridors of this exalted place? Oh, good. Everyone's getting ready for tonight's sermon. John will be here any minute. Once he arrives, we're locking down the mall. I better put my phone away. I just can't stop scrolling. Been standing here for hours, scrolling. It's all I do. John would never enter through these chambers. These hallways are yours. Scroll freely, my Garrett. I like your style, Puck. War da was dabei? I don't know. Gibt es einen Grund, hier irgendwas aufzunehmen? Food Display. Display of food props made from foam and plastic sits beneath a sigil painted onto the wall. A schematic of a spacecraft hangs on the wall. Each vertical compartment of the vessel is labeled. At the base are the operator's commons. John's quarters sit above, followed by Petroleum Dream, and then the Chamber of Birds. The Shepherd's Watch crowns the ship. Down the center of the thing is a dividing line labeled Jacob's Ladder. Oh, fucking course. What are they getting up to in this place? It's a monument to the arrogance of John, but it won't be his to fly. Okay, sonst noch irgendwas? Miau. Da sollen wir auch nicht lang, oder? Doch, hier sind Sleeping Quarters. Immer so schön. Okay. Service Corridor A. A1, das ist da lang. Also, da geht's wieder raus. Dann gehen wir doch erstmal hier hin. Okay, hier sind schon einige. Gamer Garrets. Aha. Sind wirklich nur die Leute? Two little Garrets game on the tides of the service corridor. Those are the boys that were supposed to let us in. Okay, ich gehe mal nicht davon aus, dass wir einfach so zu 1B durchkommen. Whoa, don't block the screen. We're killing civilians. I'm killing civilians. There's only one remote. Are games allowed here? Where'd you go? You two were supposed to let me into the mall. I got all the readings. Huh? We're killing civilians. Stop saying that. Not us. Me. I am. Are games allowed? So, John lets you play games? John wants us to become our best selves. This is me at my best. You're quite good at it. I know. It's because I practice. How often? All day, every day. The new guy gets stuck doing grunt work like guard duty and gardening. A true Garrett knows what really matters. Video games. Okay. No, 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 no. I don't need this. Könnte man das wieder rückgängig machen? Müssen wir nachher mal gucken. Ja, ich will mal das mal aufnehmen. Das ist einiges, aber ich will mal wissen. Here the man wearing the little shorts. I was going to do it, give it a rest. Dead. So, jetzt will ich mal gucken. Okay, also da haben wir jetzt... ist das langsam. So, das kann ich löschen. Aber den anderen hebe ich mal auf. Also ich kann da wirklich einfach durchmarschieren. A welded steel container garden sits beneath a buzzing LED lamp. The crop is a scattered mix of herbs and winter sprouts. Snacks for Garrett, healthy boys. Papa the immortal. Why, the most faithful among the Garretts blesses my door. As soon as we get an angle grider. Are you an angle? That won't be your closet anymore. What do you do with the Garretts? He went in there and he never came out. Perhaps you had your nose buried in one of John's heretical little books when he left? That door's coming off, you bastard. Language, Garrett. Are we not in a house of God? Asshole. Deswegen meine Frage ist halt, ob man jetzt hier schon irgendwelche extra Sachen für irgendwas aufnehmen muss. Oder ob das Spiel einfach grundlegend nett ist und sagt, hey, den da bitte aufnehmen. Überuse Titles, The Angelic Language, The Unnamed Apostles. Lass mich raten, die muss ich mir angucken. To speak the angelic language, one must first drink from the mouth of an angel. Aha. This will cause a temporary madness in the aspiring speaker before removing all internal barriers that imprison one's mind. If the aspirant is blessed with a sufficient clarity of faith, she will, at this moment, be prepared to receive the language spoken in the garden before the fall of man. But should she inhabit Earth, another barrier will stand between herself and the divine language. The plant is shrouded in a sphere of distortion caused by cell towers and other source of electromagnetic field radiation. This blight corrupts incoming signals and makes the angelic communication that many of our ancestors enjoyed impossible. In order to speak directly with God's children who reside in nearby corners of our galaxy, the aspirant must not simply kiss the mouth of an angel, but must travel far from the distortion of Earth. The aspirant must then pray with a pure heart and mind at the foot of an altar to the divine feminine. Only then, only then will the language that encodes the fabric of our reality become intelligible. Aha. The unnamed apostles understand the highly malleable and holographic aspects of space-time and can bend it at will. They are capable of enlarging interior spaces beyond its surrounding architecture, extruding hallways many meters into walls that aren't evident from the wall's opposite side, floors they delete through a meditative exercise, leaving a void emptied even of time between shape and shaper. This is the gift of the unnamed apostle, who have been erased from scriptures and made heretics by those who wish to obscure the hidden nature of Christ. Aha. Darf ich hier rein? The door is locked by keypad. Okay. Lass mich raten, Dumpfbacke will uns jetzt das nicht sagen. The door leads to my cell. Perhaps you will find yourself inside it. We will see. So we need to pit the Garretts against each other. These Garretts in the boat, you said we should play them off one another. They are fragile kind. Their confidence is easily shaken. We must exploit their vices, weaknesses, and mistrust in order to free the messenger. The Lord will show us the way. Okay. Okay, 1C gibt es natürlich auch noch, aber lassen wir mal ganz kurz einmal zurückgehen und mal hier den anderen Weg nochmal testen. Mhm. Er hat ein Schwert. The hell? Shirts. Boxes of blue-collared shirts sit on the shelf. Ich meine, würde vermutlich helfen, dass mir nicht so schnell auffällt. Catherine and Dallas sift through the shirts. Shirt achievement, great. Dear God, these stink. What are they made of, Velcro? They do itch. Carrots, how wonderful, how noble, how proud. The Two Garrett's hurl stray comments back and forth across the hallway. Okay, listen. Fantasy Horse 6 was designed around player agency, but it had no regard for beauty. I liked when you got to write the cricket thing. Holy shit. McCreepy hier drüben. Torment, frustration, antagonism, even indifference. These are valid things to design for. Pleasure and enjoyment aren't essential to the experience of art. You can have all the agency you want, but what's the point if you can't fast travel? Okay, ja. Hab dich gesehen, miau miau. Front Entrance. Okay, ist das die offizielle andere Seite? Vermutlich irgend sowas. They've got the front entrance locked down tight. Können wir das ändern? Catherine read at the gate, it doesn't budge. Okay, also hier ist aktuell... Oh, Atrium. Okay. Two Garrett's whisper and giggle quietly while watching over the atrium from the dimly lit second floor. Garrett stands scrolling among the vegetation and fiberglass stones of the fountain. He ignores Catherine and Dallas as they pass. Auch ein Gesicht so ein bisschen. So hier East Wing. Okay, da geht's also weiter. An altar to the Virgin Mary sits at the foot of the central fountain in the atrium. Können wir deren Gesicht auch abreißen? Oha, okay. Oh, hey. Oh, no, really? Flameless? Garrett, would you like to buy a phone case? Got a real nice selection. Only $5 a piece. Sure. Been meaning to pick one up. What do you got? Oh, yes, I have lots of cases. Which are you interested in? Kisses? A case for lovers. It's decorated with hearts and kisses. Only $5. Sure. Romantic, I will take it. Here you go. Would you like to look at the other? No. I'm back soon. Sure. So, wie hat man die nochmal angepasst? Ace Picker. Oh. Okay, das bist also du. Also wie viel Geld haben wir eigentlich? Okay, wir könnten natürlich den Rest auch noch kaufen, wenn die alle nur 5 Backos kosten. Das ist echt. Oh no. So. He's blocking the door. Beyond that door is the messenger. We must access it. You're not getting anywhere near that thing. Okay, okay. Oh god, the ditch fairy crept out of his closet. Garrett? John doesn't want you around here. You keep showing up. I'm going to have to do something about it. Soon he will not have to worry about John at all. Yeah, whatever you say, you twisted old freak. John and the other Garretts, they aren't like us. They lack our conviction. Like hell, they're here for the same reason I am. And what reason is that? Because modernity is cancer, drugs, consumerism, porn addiction, algorithms hijacking people's lives. Me and the boys reject all of it. No drugs, no trash food, no soft drinks, no porn, no video games. Okay. If I didn't trust them, I wouldn't be standing here right now. Promise you that. Soll ich das aufnehmen, nur weil das hier... If I didn't trust them, okay. These Garretts, they will only disappoint you in the end. Nah, I know these guys. Face, fitness, strength, virtue. That's what we Garretts are about. Okay. Here we go. Kann ich das gedrückt? Ah ja, kannst auch so machen. What? He really said that? Damn. No need. Er hat geflucht. Record. Well, whatever. He's still a teenager. He will snap out of it. It's older Garretts. The older Garretts know better. Pretty disappointing though, can't lie. As I say, dear Garrett, these other ones aren't who you think they are. Whatever, ditch man. That's just one Garrett out of many. I still trust the other guys. Okay, okay, also Drogen wurden angesprochen. Consumerism, das heißt also der Kollege mit dem Scrolling was... Okay, wo zum Geil sind wir denn auf einmal? Ach, das ist jetzt 1C. John's coming. John's coming. John will be here soon to spread the good news. Where are your shoes? John says you shouldn't wear shoes, just like the Desert Fathers. But he wears shoes. Nah, Papa, John goes around barefoot, just like us, just like you. John's delicate feet, poor baby, he wears sneakers. He'll be here soon, and then you can look for yourself and see. He will make a mockery of the blasphemers who are so foolish as to disobey him. Like who? What blasphemers are you talking about? Why, the new Garrett, of course. I fear the new Garrett does not take his responsibility serious. The one guarding the cathedral right there? Yes. You're newer than he is, goofball. But my hair is much nicer, much smoother. The new Garrett. You're the new Garrett. The new Garrett who guards the cathedral does not wear his hair as he should, straightened and at the jaw, as John requested. The new Garrett sins against John and will be punished. I guess. Man, you're the weirdest one here. Okay, B. Hatte der irgendwas gesagt gehabt? Nö, glaub nicht. So, euch haben wir bereits. Dich brauche ich jetzt nochmal. John will be any minute. Once he arrives, he will lock down the mall. I better put my away. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Okay, yoink, sehr schön. Ist immer so schade, dass man von hier nicht einfach sagen kann, hey, ich will jetzt darüber laufen. Ich muss wirklich dann da unten überwechseln. Okay, probieren wir mal aus, was wir jetzt bei dem finden. What now, Ditchman? So, damn, gehe ich mal von aus, darf ich löschen. Probier das mal. Man, what? I told that little creep. I'm growing it out. What the hell does he want? I can't grow my hair any faster. Let it rest, goddamn. They will only disappoint you, dear Garrett. I won't let two bad Garretts shake my faith. Yeah, so what? We all use our phones. Sure, the timeline's poison, but that's how most of us found John. You have to do better than that. Ich kann natürlich auch nochmal bei den anderen beiden Dumpfbacken da vorbeigucken, wo auch immer sie nochmal waren. Front Entrance. Ich habe hier einmal den kompletten Sleeping Quarters. Das hier. Mit irgendeiner von denen? Ditchman, you still on that Wild Da Vinci Code shit? Yes, I am, my boy. You found Jesus' grandkid yet or what? I did indeed. She's right here with us. What? That old lady? Haha, quit. Hey lady, are you Jesus' grandkid? Of course. Obviously. Just look at the jewel that hangs from her neck, Garrett. The jewel of the Magdalene. Pup, you know I love you, but that thing looks like it came out of the cereal box. Anyway, keep it up, pup. Let's go fly Jesus' grandkid around in our rocket, haha. Splendid. And what new tricky have you been up to, late rotten fellow? Paw winks at Catherine. I've been doing the same stuff as always, ripping on that bong like it's my job. Watching hentai with the boys, putting back some cherry bang soda. Okay, there's a triple threat here. Slurp slurp, you know what we do. John would be very displeased to know what happens in these corridors. He's never been back here in his life. He's always ours, hallway kings, that's what we are. I kneel, I bow. Stand up, puppy, you're a king like us, a ditch king. The thrones of Garrett are arranged beside those of the Seraphim in the kingdom of the Lord. Yeah, I know. Ich dachte wirklich, man könnte nur mit dem reden, aber glücklicherweise habe ich den anderen auch nochmal gecheckt. Hey, Garrett boy. Let's take another... Was that? The sniveling Garrett with the sword? Bong rips, hentai, soda? So they are all back there getting stoned and watching porn? No, can't be. These are my boys, I trust them. They are watching hentai without me? I'm sorry that these Garretts have hurt you again. This sucks, man, but that's only 3 of them. What? Come on. What am I missing? Irgendwie was, wenn ich das hier mache. That don't mean nothing to me. Okay. Ich meine, wir können trotzdem nochmal den anderen Kollegen da probieren. Sleeping Quarters, ob der nochmal hier relevant ist. The two guys continue the discussion of Fantasy Horse 6. Ja, das waren bisher nur 99%, genau. Ist noch irgendwas? This place sure has changed. What do we know how to get involved with Superduck? What? Also wir haben ihn, der ist nicht relevant. Sonst würde der Dialog sich wiederholen. Können wir nochmal hier vorbeigucken. The new guy gets stuck doing groundwork like gardening through video games. Kill the man wearing the little shorts. I was going to, dude, give it a rest. Dann nehme ich auch nochmal das mit. Bei mehr reden die nämlich nicht. Hast du mal irgendwas? As soon as we get the angle grinder. Garrett's in there. Ja, muss ja im Endeffekt sein. Können wir mal hier gucken. Hey, Pop, you got any of that stuff from last time? I could really use something to take the edge off. The energy's bad in here, man. What is it that you desire, my Garrett? Something to clear your mind and widen your eyes? For that I must venture to Saint somewhere. Okay, ich nehme trotzdem das einmal kurz auf. Or perhaps something that will open your eyes to the divine presence of God? Your papa must visit Lafarine Park for such stuff. Or is it an easy, restful sleep that you desire? If so, Santa Claus will have what you need. Shit, that all sounds great. I would take any of that. The divine stuff, the Santa Claus stuff, just whatever, man. Memory's full, fuck. Okay, ich probier's jetzt trotzdem nochmal. Ja, Bricks Smart to hear more of that shit. Die Frage ist, ob ich davon was habe, die jetzt hier immer aufzuheben. Okay, das würde ich unbedingt aufheben. Ich mach jetzt einfach Zeug raus. Das wurde eh nicht angenommen. Ja. What? Got nothing to do with me. Okay. Genau, das hatten wir. Das war Wurst. Vermutlich geht das nicht wegen Papp. Why are you showing me this? Ich vermute, ich muss jetzt da wirklich erstmal irgendwas jetzt noch besorgen gehen. Damit mir das weiterhilft. Kann ich von hier abhauen? Oh, sehr schön. So, wo hieß das jetzt? Saint Somewhere. Park. Oh, da können wir zum Beispiel... Achso, weil wir da schon sind. Meine Downtown war doch das mit dem Hotdog-Typen, ne? Und dann jetzt Santa Claus. Habe ich was davon, zu Santa Claus jetzt zu gehen? Weißt du was, ich tue es einfach. Doch wissen, was das Spiel halt tut. Wenn mir wieder mal das Geld ausgeht. Sind alle nicht mehr hier. Saint Nicholas, ho ho ho. Up, you wretch, you fuck. You old immortal fuck. Fucker, motherfucker. Ho ho ho. Are you here for that good stuff? That good, nice stuff? Pour it into my mouth, pack it in my throat with your rotten hands. No. No? No, you wretch. Santa jiggers his belt towards Catherine. She gave my dollar away. My dollar. No. She did. Papa looks to Catherine with overwhelming disgust. Pa, did you give his dollar away, dear Catherine? It was never his dollar. It was my dollar, not his. Papa spits into Catherine's face to the cackling delight of Santa Claus. What the fuck? Catherine tries to grab Papa by the collar of his drenched garment, but it comes undone in her hand. What an awful Carlos thing you said, Catherine. Every dollar is Santa's dollar. Yeah, pum, sure is the truth. Let's go, let's just go, you selfish, miserly woman. The fuck? Okay, das ist es also nicht. Er hätte also riechen müssen, wem man den Dollar hätte geben sollen. Ja, die Ziffer ist sehr lang mittlerweile geworden. Dann probieren wir die nächste Sache halt. Nein. Was sollten wir hier jetzt nochmal kriegen? Hey, ich habe schon wieder Geld bekommen. Nice. Ugh, my stomach still doesn't feel right. What's good with you, Ditch Man? Everything is good in my eyes, but nothing is lovelier than the 9th ward in the evening time. Hey, if you say so. Kenna has its charms, but lacks the whimsical outfits of these old streets. Uh-huh. What bells inside? Oh. Oh, yeah. Bell. The fuck, Paul? You bring more Nazis around here now? You're mistaken, my bell. These are not Garrett's. Catherine looks down at her shirt. I'm not, this isn't more Nazis. Fuck off. We just work retail. Beat it before I have my next drink. Yes, yes, but have you any drugs? I said go. Alas, Garrett must do without his bump tonight. Okay, also auch hier ist nichts. Ist aber sonst noch irgendwas hier Lustiges dran? Rose, what the? Someone bombed the bathroom. I have to use it so bad, but it's just not worth it. Patrons swell, twerk, jump and shake on the dance floor with various levels of abandon and irony. Okay, also sie lässt uns auch nicht, weil wir ein Shirt angezogen haben. I guess. Miep, miep. Also zu guter Letzt hierhin. Der Baum sieht creepy aus. Hi, Katze. Miau, miau und so. Oh boy. Urinal is nearly full, but otherwise, well, a lovely and inviting fixture. Oh god. Paw Sprinkle achievement. Tinkle, tinkle. Thanks, game. Here it is, the place where the wild things grow. Give me just a moment, won't you? I must collect something for my Garrett. You. A gift fit for Garrett. We will be so pleased. Lass mir raten, den Drops hast du auch noch mitgenommen. Also was Zurückfahrt zum Lutschen. Okay, das soll es also hoffentlich tun. Ich gehe mal davon aus, dass wir das dann aufnehmen sollen. Okay, dadurch, dass das Auto jetzt... Ich denke, das ist das Auto, ne? Das ist das Auto, alles klar. Achso, nee, frontal dürfen wir da ja nicht reinmarschieren. Das muss ja über den Weg passieren. Okay, und jetzt gehen wir hin und geben dem das da. Has no effect. What? Hey, so, like, you got any of that stuff, pup? Give green baggy. Here you are, my boy. Something to open your mind's eye. You really are coming through, pap. Little something psychedelic will help me through this evening. It will help me see God at tonight's sermon, you know? Honestly, don't think I could stand these other Garrett's by sober mean. Okay. Alle guten Dinge sind scheinbar 4. Und dann welche Reihenfolge das ist. You serious, dude? Garrett's over there tripping before the ceremony? Whatever. Everybody knows how he is. He shakes his head angrily. Pisses me off, though. Just pisses me off. Yet again, Garrett has disappointed you. How much more of this are you able to take, dear Garrett? I don't know, man. I'm really starting to lose it. Nah, you know what? I'm sick of taking this whole thing serious while everyone else is a creep, fuck up, stoner, loser. I want something good. I'm tired of always being alone, but forget these people. I'm not going to space with these clowns. I'm gonna build my own rocket ship. And fuck you too, Papa, freaky little dude. Peace. Okay, ich meine, ja, jetzt haben wir aber das hier. Guess when approaches the keypad. 6769420. The keypad flashes access denied. Didn't John throw out some numbers in that app of his? Did he? Okay, ich mache mal nebenbei schon mal wieder ein Notepad auf, damit ich mir das niederschreiben kann. Da oben hin. Oink. Early years you spent inside TV on that, blah blah blah. Kenner is the only place. Someone in the forum posts a flyer. Step inside, send somewhere and you immediately know. You make a few journals, call a Nazi, you're outside bleeding, someone knocks over the head. You're unconscious for 12. You watch the forums closer now. You call the cops on the next show. Scum. Leave the hospital. Pray Garrett. 33. Und dann 606 oder irgend sowas, glaube ich, noch eine Nummer. No, Two Garrett's working together, 606. All that remains is an egg. Talking about himself. So, kann ich das so eingeben? No, I cannot. The key pad flashes verified. Yeehaw. Door should be open. Let's check. Praise, Catherine. Salvation awaits beyond this door. Aha. Wie viel Platz habt ihr hier? Oh, Cookies. There it is. Catherine holds her hand out to the thing as it draws nearer. Is it sniffing you? I don't feel so well. Dallas offers his hand, but it quickly recedes. Super was right, it seems to like you. The messenger has sought her for a very long time, it has. An eye of God, an angel, a halo on her head. Catherine stares into the fluid within the sphere. Oh, ist das der Roboter? It is a vessel of the divine, and it will lead to us to a better world. Where is this better world? I'm just here for the money. I'm here because it pays, that's all. The monster bird is as much a fool as John to think that he can imprison God's light. The message that it carries is no one's but yours, Catherine, and when you are gone, it will seek your kin. Why? What does it want with me? What animates your faith? What do you see when you pray? Catherine shakes her head. When you gaze into the eye of God, what do you see? A kind of infinity? A map? A maze? Okay, ich meine, ich sehe blau. I see my husband. Blue? You see blue when you pray? What trash, that isn't what you see. Then you're sane. You're living in a morbid fantasy. Your incredulity will not stop what's coming. What's coming? Why should I believe you? What's coming? Salvation, of course. I've heard enough of your lunacy for one night. And I hear the Garretts gathering beyond the door for John's little sermon. The sphere shrinks in size and hides itself within a fold in Catherine's coat. Let us go and bend John's ear. Ah ja, das Ding ist jetzt hier in unser... Great. Great. Für eine Sekunde war es noch lustig, das flashen zu lassen und dann zu realisieren, oh nee, vielleicht nicht. Vielleicht nicht. Here comes the little dweeb. Do you see him? Do you hate him? He's just like a funny little clown. Don't you just want to kill him? Look how disgusting. Slimy little salamander. Oh, Garretts, thank you for gathering here this evening. Let us please lower our voice so we may pray. He sat upon the crowd before making a sign of the cross. We bow our heads and pray. And the Holy Ghost descends in a bodily shape like a dove upon him, and a voice came from heaven which said, Google exalts, thou art my beloved Son, in thee I am well pleased. Jesus, full of the Holy Spirit, left the Jordans and the Nike shoes and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness. John looks down at the crowd, whispering the refrain, into the wilderness once more. While on an excursion to the Ark, I witnessed that which we have long awaited. I was blessed to observe an egg filled with a sublime illuminated chrism. Of all the faithful, it was mine to behold. What a stupid ass, not his, yours, Catherine. Is someone talking? I'm going to need everyone's attention. It appears to me in the sky a dove of pure light, particular, as is the halo above the head of the shepherd of God. Full of the Holy Spirit muss sein Schnaps erst segnen, bevor hinter die Binde kippt. No spirits will hang upon his head when I rip it from his neck. I can't wait. Okay, whoever talking down there, cut it out. This is important. Continuing. The Holy Spirit, radiant and circular as a halo, that is the source of the shepherd's authority in this low world. In the swamp beyond the wall, this Holy Spirit descends from the sky to rest upon my head, and how splendid is the glory of God that it should come at such a time as this. As we complete the ark that will unite us with the world above, the Holy Spirit will fill me. He will never board the ark. It will bless me with the knowledge of a twilight language capable of passing through the walls of this earthly prison, a language that reaches the furthest corners of the accuser's den. Our ark, as was the ladder of Jacob, is a bridge to those higher realms. Tonight, I will drink the ointment of the Holy Ghost. I will call upon the faithful who have walked this bridge before us. They will shine a beacon and guide us to our home. Any questions? Can we have a cookie too? No questions. Oh, ich hätte irgendwas aufnehmen können. No questions. It's a pretty big deal. Okay, so... Oh, du bist ja doch reingelassen worden. I thought this was going to be more like a check-in type thing. This sounds great. The egg and all. Sounds super cool. But I wanted to ask about the new uniform. Are you fucking kidding me, Gooch? You're not even supposed to be in here. I know. No one else was asking anything, so... This new uniform sucks. We are going to space looking like this? Like we work retail? Seriously? Just save it, nobody cares what you look like in space. I am quite pleased with the new outfit. Dude, you're such a freak. You're like a white spirit from another dimension. Why, thank you. Yeah, you're like some kind of hellspawn. Yes, thank you. Yeah, you okay? You're looking off. I don't mind you guys, everything's just kind of everywhere. Well, just one thing, Garrett. What is happening here? So that's it? We're sticking with these shirts? I'm with Gooch. I thought we'd be wearing dope ropes like John Scott. Yeah, bruh. Or maybe it's Templar stuff, like armor and stuff. Exactly, powerful stuff. Shut up. Please, all of you, shut the fuck up. Idiots. You want to lob around dressed like knights? That'd be tight. John hates deeply. You wanted me to call you all Garretts. I call you all Garretts. Now you call us Garretts, not all Garretts. You wanted uniforms? I got uniforms. We are an ascetic community. As the desert father wore garments of hair, we don humble attire. You don't. Yeah, your fit looks good. We all look like dorks. Your vanity is blasphemous. Papa strikes to attention. Vanity? The old man laughs to point of shrieking. Who among us has not seen the selfies of John? So Papa has decided to join us, has he? The demented ditchman has come. With his pickled brain. The messenger did not come to you, you fool. You abducted it, and you are now holding it captive. Bots! You are not the child of Christ. Ja, und jetzt zeigt er bestimmt auf uns. Die arme Dame, die den ganzen Körper voll mit Krebs hat. Great. Don't even start with that Da Vinci Code bullshit. Your arrogance will cost you your head, Johnny. Papa turns to Catherine and whispers, Go now to my closet. There is a key with which you may exit this mall. A foolish, pathetic old man. On the door is a keypad, the code. Do you have anything to say to that, you deranged Luther? Go and listen closely to what I say. Listen to me, John. Papa and John argue rings through the corridors of the mall. Don't start with this shit. 1 sacrament, 1 3 cents, 1 3? 1. 1 3 1. Garrett's do something. Listen to me, John. Waited 2000 years. Okay, 2000 ist also auch nochmal eine Option. Und der Rest wird gleich. 1 sacrament, 3 cents. Okay. Dann probieren wir unser Glück. The door is locked. Enter code. Okay, also starten wir mal ganz bewusst natürlich mit dem hier. 131. The door unlocks. Haha. Let's hurry. Sure. What the? An aluminum rack stocked with cleaning products and janitorial supplies. Is this some kind of utility closet? Must have been, once upon a time. The hell is this? Another acoustic lock. Hold the button there and speak into it. Here we go again. Nothing. The decorative wine cask is made from a thick vinyl material. It has a price sticker torn from its face. Someone's in there? Sure, seems like it. We need to do something. Painting, yeah? A useful Madonna holds the lifeless body of Christ. Wait, what? Useful... dachte, das wäre jetzt irgend sowas, aber... Papyrus scroll. Dallas rubs his finger over the sheet. Just seems like just regular sandwich paper to me. It's blank. Maybe, or maybe there's something on it we can't see. Wouldn't put it past this guy. Okay. A maze. A battle maze is mounted to the wall. What is the hell is he using this thing for? He presses his index finger against a barb. It's plastic. Seriously. It's fake. A bed of straw partially wrapped by a filthy cotton blanket. How long you figure this guy's been sleeping in here? Long time, by the looks of it. Who was here first, John or him? Good question. Also, ich verstanden habe, war der Kollege als erstes hier. I don't... What? Let's see. Gaston holds the button on the lock. Ach nee, das wollte ich nicht. Is this lock? Gaston pulls... But it holds fast. Yeah, pulls the lock, holds fast. Can't get it. It's me, Papa? Hi, Papa here. Shocked that it didn't work. Dear John. Ever have John's head? What's a shot? My Garrett's. I love my Garrett's. What about... That leans into the acoustic lock. Soon there will be my Garrett's. You're not getting anywhere with this. Yeah, we really do not. Nothing. I don't know. Hätte ich hier irgendeine Logik finden müssen? Ich weiß noch nicht mal, warum ich hier überhaupt hier reingelaufen bin. Ich meine, man könnte natürlich argumentieren, dass man doch mal die Holologs da durcharbeitet. Hast du immer noch mehr Verständnis von der Story als ich. Ich meine, es hieß, dass er als erstes hier war, als die dann reingekommen sind. Und die wollten die dann raushaben. Irgend sowas. Also er hatte dann geschworen, die umzubringen. Ich meine, ja, wie gesagt, wir könnten jetzt hier nochmal mit der App hingehen und gucken, was er hier gesagt hat, in der Hoffnung, dass es da irgendwas Interessantes gibt, was wir... Early years you spent inside, TV on, dead blaring. Ich denke, das könnte man nehmen. Canada's the only place on Earth, nowhere to go, no one to hang out with. Your flesh is alien, the house is a prison, only escape is through fiber lines. Someone is posting... Someone is saying somewhere... You make a few jokes, you're outside bleeding, someone knocks you over the head, you're unconscious. Da probiere ich mal die beiden jetzt. Nope. Ich meine, wäre eh merkwürdig, wenn er von dem Kollegen, den er umbringen will, irgendwelche Voicelines vorbereitet hätte, aber... I don't know. I do not know. Aber die Sache ist, ich wüsste auch nicht, was ich sonst hier drin soll. Was passiert, wenn ich hier wieder... Ich kann auch nichts rausgehen. He locked us in. He said there's a key in here somewhere. Ich meine, vermutlich von dem Kollegen hier. Oder hier irgendwas, aber wir haben ja nicht wirklich viel im Angebot. Oh. Lettering appears on the scroll. Catherine, pray before mother and child through the eye of John. Be patient in your prayer and wait. Okay. Ja, ich muss den einen Kollegen leider da einfach mal zappeln lassen. Aber vielleicht sollte ich mal einfach sicherheitshalber. Meine Frage ist halt, ob das der eine Kollege ist, den wir da helfen müssen. Mit der einen Nachricht. Nehmen wir einfach den wieder. Also ich würde es einfach mal ganz kurz herausfinden. Ist da irgendeine Aussage diesbezüglich? No, also es sagt jetzt erstmal nur einfach nur beten. Also ich habe jetzt nicht zu tief logischerweise gerade nachgelesen, aber es hieß einfach nur, hey, da ist jemand, jetzt musst du beten. Also lese ich da auch logischerweise jetzt nicht mehr. Oh, what the fuck? Catherine, it's a rather modest cell, isn't it? I've prayed deeply while waiting your arrival. The outcome was never subject to doubt. You here, the messenger, here, a moment authored by God. Time will erode your body, but you will not remain on this earth. I will return you to the stars. The bird freak thinks it will commune with the infinite. Annihilation will be its only home. I have left your key. My favorite boy. Du bist in der Zwischenzeit nicht tot. What the? A cask bursts open as soon as Catherine moves the lock. Man, what the fuck? Who are you? What is this? I gotta get out. Out, get out, gotta get out. Relax, we're not going to hurt you. Where is he? He's not here, you're safe. We need a key, do you have a key? I have keys, Just move, fucking move. I gotta go, man, gotta go, move. Catherine springs from the cask and pushes his way. Garrett pulls past Dallas and Catherine, quickly unlocking the door. Well, I guess that was the key Pawpaw was referring to. I don't want to spend another second in this mall. Me neither. Let's go. So, haben wir jetzt das eingesammelt, was er fallen gelassen hat? Klang zumindest so. Okay, ja, die Dumpfbacken sind jetzt theoretisch alle irgendwo hier. It was awful. Worse than City Hall. We've got the stone, now what? Now we bring it to Superduck and collect our money. Ja, that's true. Ich dachte, der hätte hier die Schlüssel fallen lassen. Kann ich mit dir irgendwie noch reden? Ich dachte, hier würde jetzt irgendwas noch mit dem passieren. Hey, Keith. Kate, I feel bad about what I asked. I didn't mean for it to come out like that. Forget it, I just need a second. Any developments on your end? Nah, no thing. Nobody's coming in or out. In fact, I might call it. Go grab me something to eat. Be seeing you later. Around, sister. See you around. Okay, ist der Witz, dass ich jetzt die Chips mitnehmen darf? Yo. Catherine grabs the wet bag of half-eaten potato chips. Why did I do that? No one knows. Ich dachte wirklich, der Witz wäre, dass man seine Schlüssel jetzt noch nehmen soll. Aber wenn die Dumpfbacke angeblich hier niemand... Da ist niemand rausgekommen? Da ist definitiv niemand rausgekommen? Was passiert jetzt eigentlich? No way I'm hell. Okay. Wir dürfen also da auch nicht mehr rein. Gut. Dann... Ja, tun wir das, was das Spiel von uns will. Ist aber nicht, was wir mit den Chips wollen, aber... There it is. How glorious. I hope it wasn't much trouble to secure. It was a complete pain in the... Yes, yes, give it to us. Ah! Yum, yum, yum. Hätten wir ihm nicht die Chips geben sollen? Delicious. It is ours, the ancient knowledge of the cosmos. Already we can feel it coursing through our roots. It burns. Yes, you've both done well. It was a long night, but now it's over. The stars shine somewhere in the sky. Not here, but somewhere. Vielleicht ist es einfach ihre Lieblingssorte oder es ist eine funktionierendes Raumschiff als Packungsextra drin. An dem Punkt ist beides gleich wahrscheinlich. There's a little time before dawn. It wasn't so bad of a job. Could have been worse. And we sent a little money to your purse. No sense getting lost in despair tonight. There will be time for that later. Great. Take the money, go home. Forget this night. Die in peace. Goodbye. Oh. Act 3. Okay, damit haben wir dann das jetzt gestartet. Faraway Lights. Hey again, kid. I leave you alone for a couple hours and you nearly get yourself killed. You're lucky. No, I'm Kay. Lucky ist der andere Kollege. I passed by when I did. What happened? Maybe you can tell me. I'm walking back from the bar, passing by your house when I hear a scream. I run inside and the damn robot's trying to eat your face off. I had to empty my clip just to slow it down. I don't believe it. Believe what you want. I'm just telling you what happened. Is Million still alive? I don't think so, kid. Million's back at the house, spread out all over the floor. I don't want this to be too difficult for you. I know that robot was in your family a long time. You're not soft like your brother, so I would just say it straight. I never trusted her. Never. When I heard Catherine brought her into your house, I said to myself, that ought to cause some trouble. Million St. Clair unit. St. Clair unit. That company's bread and butter is in corporate security and espionage. They don't let one of them things just walk away. Anywhere they end up is right where Thomas St. Clair wants them to be. Listening. Watching. Catherine's a person of interest to them people. They took advantage of her one weakness, guilt. She blamed Blue's death on herself. She made his life piss poor for a while. The man could work every turnaround and he could just... turn out he could just to catch a break from it. That's how my daddy told it to me anyhow. That's not true. She did what she could for Blue. Sounds about right. She never let nobody's feeling get in the way of what she wanted, even if she felt guilty about it down the road. But anyhow, the way I figured it... Moment, wir waren in einem extra kleinen versteckten Ort. Wie zum Geier hat er es geschafft, da A reinzurennen? Meine... Die Tür eintreten ist vermutlich möglich. Zu wissen aber, dass sie zum Attic hochlaufen, also in die Kitchen, ins Attic, hoch, dann runter, um in diesem versteckten Raum zu sehen, wie der Roboter unser Gesicht fressen wollte? What? But anyhow, the way I figured it, Catherine been trying to make all that headache up to Blue. Thought maybe she could use the robot as a, a stand-in for Blue, I suppose. Show that robot the love she never showed Blue, and so she let a spy into her house. Who are you? What? Where am I? You're in my place of business on Apple Street. Pardue PI. Who are you? Don't do this to me again. I'm famous, alright? Everybody knows about me. A lot to take in, I know. I'm not trying to cause you no more stress, but where the hell's your brother? You still ain't found him? We were looking for him when Million attacked. I'll be honest, I don't think Million was ever looking for Blake. I think she was looking for something else, not telling what. At least she's done causing trouble, or so I hope. But we better be sure. Best thing to do is head back to the house, check on the bot, see what we can find out about your brother. There was that answering machine on the desk screaming my ears off. Might be worth checking. Oh, and before I forget, you dropped your phone. Slides the phone across the desk. Found it on the ground back at the house. But it's right over there. Splash some water on your face? No, will you? Nicht in dem Universum. A map. That's where I keep track of all the dead bodies I found. You can find a lot of dead bodies if you go looking. Kind of like treasure hunt. What? Place next door complains they can't see me when I'm on the pot. Told them to look the other way. Ain't like I'm making you watch. But I think they like my whole otherwise. What? Keeps us connected. Das haben wir jetzt hier eigentlich so alles neu. Ah, bisher nur den einen logischerweise. Million was a spy. LeBlanche believes that Million was a spy for Thomas Sinclair, planted in our home to keep tabs on Mom. Phrasing. Ich dachte, das meinte er damit eigentlich auch. Stop touching that unless you want to see my clown makeup. Yo, what now? Listen, you keep messing with my kid, I'm going to have to break it out. Alright. Alright. I was trying to save it for this weekend, but now you got me excited. Nothing wrong with clowning it up afterwards. He peels a plastic tray of face paint from the packaging and applies it using a small pocket mirror. The hell? This is my office where magic happens. Pretty cool, huh? This is getting to be too much. Because after Catherine died, she would leave a big mess behind. Oh, jetzt können wir auch Sachen aufnehmen. Mhm. Und vermutlich ist das nicht mal unser Phone. Weil unseres haben wir ja gechuckt. Just keep your head on straight, alright? We're going to find Blake. Then you can skip town again and forget this place for good. Hell, if there is a room in this truck, I might come along. Okay, aber warum hast du ihr... Ja, das ist ihr Handy. Head Drive Client, aha. Bruce, my boy. Okay, also wir müssen das dann Bruce überreichen noch? Okay, die untersten Sachen sind vermutlich alle nicht wichtig. Aber ich heb sie mal trotzdem einfach auf. Und das bin ich dann, das schreit, dass wir jetzt nochmal was tun müssen. Oh, das ist jetzt weg. Okay. It's right there if you need to watch off. No. Splash a little water on your face, Kay. You ain't looking too good. Splash a little water, okay. Man muss ja immerhin mal gucken, ob es auch wirklich... That hole's been there since I moved in. I just made it a little bigger when I reached through to show my buddy Scott how to throw a buck knife at a moving target. Okay. Little freak. What? Oh, a Garrett. Man wearing battle armor emblazoned with a red cross crouches over a turtle on the sidewalk. A name tag that reads Garrett is fixed to the man's armor. Und warum habt ihr auf einmal andere Sachen an? I was just... Who the fuck are you? Man, I know this looks weird. I got separated from my co-workers and then I saw this turtle, so I stopped to take a look. Why are you outside my place of business dressed like a pervert? Pervert? I'm dressed like a knight. How am I dressed like a pervert? Look, I can go. Where are your co-workers? They said they would come pick me up before lunch, but it's getting kind of late. Lunch? Yeah, what's that mean, lunch? I don't know, man. We're supposed to do this thing tonight. Ach so, in dem Fall wirklich launch. Lunch ist ja was anderes. The launch. But it kind of fell apart at the last minute. Why are you here? For work, I guess. What kind of work? Spiritual work. Kind of like yoga. Or no, more like outer space stuff. Rockets. We're into self-improvement, weightlifting, things like that. Sounds cool as hell. Like a cult. It is. It's like a cult, but better. You join immediately, have friends and a dad who wants to hang out with you. Where do you get this costume? It's not a costume. I'm a soldier of Christ. Soldier, who do you fight? Scum, mainly. Scum? Downtown hipsters, punks, that sort. Why fight the scum? Because they think they know everything, but they don't know shit. They think everything they do is morally superior, but it's not. They just make the words worse, but insist they are making it better. I don't want to be in your club, okay? You people are uptight losers. Stop calling me a fucking Nazi. I'm not a Nazi, man. I'm just a guy. I'm Caleb. I mean Garrett. I'm fucking Garrett. Have fun with your turtle, bro. I will. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, it's closed for the winter. Ja, wir sollen logischerweise home. So, where I found you, I came in right through the front door. Took me a minute to figure out where all the noise was coming from till I climbed up onto the attic. They had a ladder that went down through the attic into a closet like a damned haunted house. I got down there, seen the robot had its claws around your neck, so what I did was I kicked you out of the way. Probably kicked you pretty hard, come to think of it. Robot's face was all opened up. She had shit. I don't even know what it was. A big glowing tumor floating in her head. She tried closing up her face to protect it, but I already had my 9 drawn. Popped her a few good times before she could snap her face shut. She whined a little bit and fell over. Wasn't as easy getting you back up that ladder, but I managed. Let's go check and make sure the robot's still there. Maybe have a look around that room. Ist es nicht, dass du den hier im Garten verteilt hättest? Oh, gehen wir aber nochmal hingucken. That's right. That's right where I left her. Don't look like she's going nowhere. What the hell was Catherine doing in this room? Spooks me out. Don't even look, Kay. Just don't think about it. She wasn't who you thought she was. You run your fingers over the flaking glass of Million's faceplate. Shards fall to the ground beside her limp hands. There's no life left to the machine. At the center of the table sits a cheap plastic. Okay, das kennen wir. Kann ich damit reden? No Wi-Fi connection detected. What kind of gizmo is this? Drive is corrupted. Device requires update. Kate? Get me online. This answering machine kind of pushy. Let's get it hooked up to the internet. See what happens. That's a military-grade signal jammer. One of these is enough to take the whole neighborhood offline. No wonder that answering machine can't get no internet. It takes someone with expertise to disable one of these things. Need me to handle it? I think I will manage. You unplugged the signal jammer from the wall, yeah? That thing should have connection now. Ist das nicht leicht doof, wenn man gehört hat, was hier los ist mit diesem Superduck-Ding? Wi-Fi connection detected. Installing drivers. Installation complete. Warning, critical I/O in functionality has been deprecated. To interact with this instance, please install your preferred head drive client on your mobile device. For more information on hosting options, please visit the Greater New Orleans Neuroversioning Clinic website today. Head drive client, you got one of them on your phone? Yeah, I do. Compressing local artifacts resolved. Establish remote connection. K? Enumerated to items. K. I'm speaking to my daughter. Catherine? Yes. You're all fucking with me cause I'm drunk. Face enumerating module. Conflict detected. Can you attack K? Attack K. You talk about million. What is million? What are you talking about, Kate? How the hell are we even having this conversation? Das ist dann wohl eine Headless Server Installation. You pulled the phone from... Warum hast du überhaupt das? Who are you? I'm Catherine Madeira, age 52. 52, damn. Branch identifier, November YX2RV 1.0.0. I'm hosted on a 32 terabyte head host external hard drive without cloud support. We need to find Blake. What happened, dear? My son? To my son. Blake's missing. Blake is missing. He's lost. His face is a shadow. Kate, you know where he might be? Blake is missing. His phone broke or something? What happened to Million? Emerging error. I'm sorry. I do not know Million. I do not know what happened to Million. Tell us what you remember last. There is the chair where I sat. The room was dark. The clinician asked question. After the appointment, I was to meet with Superdoc. Superdoc is the version consciousness of Doug. The what? Please rephrase. Kate, why you was going to see Duck? I was going to see Super Duck, a spawn of Duck, a deformity. But why, Catherine? Because of what I saw? What I saw on the lake? Okay, you ever went to see Duck like I told you to? You better go pay him another visit. I can't make no sense of this. About me. You are my child. Is this session complete? My oldest. I remember that you held my leg as a baby when you began to walk. Oh boy. Please specify what you mean by Blue. He was your husband. Kay, can you hear me? Kay, please. I do not know about Blue. May I have forgotten? The house was dark and I couldn't make out the shape. Was this Blue? What Blake? I remember many things about Blake. I remember that he cried. He didn't want me to die. He asked me not to die. Did I die? I want to ask about something else. That's enough, okay. His answering machines mentioned Duck. Let's run by Dimes and have a word with him. He is dead. 100 pro did. Let's run by Dimes and have a word with him. Maybe he knows what's going on. Achso, das ist hier unten. Dimes. Why are you here? Two costumed teens block the door, each wearing a name tag that reads Garrett. Costumed teens, okay. This must be them co-workers that the little guy was talking about outside my place of business. LeBlanc regards the teens. Happy Halloween, kids. You're looking like a couple soda cans. Look who's talking, clown. Nothing wrong with my look. It's timeless. Gott, der eine Kollege macht konstant Weihnachtsmusik und der verkleidet sich hier als Juggalo. So y'all work with that other little dude outside my place of business. We work only for ourselves. We don't answer to anyone. We're free Garretts. Alright, whatever. Where the hell's Duck? Where the hell's Duck? That's what I'm asking you. Yours VoD, motherfucker. Excuse me, boy? Getting a little fresh? Think I might have to whoop your ass. Seriously? Let's kill the clown. I don't know, dude. I could if I wanted to. I just... Silence, Garrett. I can't see out of this thing. Stand tall. The barbarians are at the gate. The adolescent turns towards LeBlanc. Ready yourself for death. Ja, okay, du kämpf ruhig. Okay, ja, wir hauen erstmal auf den, der... Oh boy. Oh, fuck this. Just what in the hell was that about? Let's go check on Duck. Now I'm worried. Duck, hey Duck, Clay, you around, bro? Old man ain't left his house in years. Hell, them little kids do with him. A scribbled letter sits on the desk. Never thought things would get this fucked up. Garrett, it's all... Vor allem... Ich kann das aufnehmen? It all took a turn after he made us tie up the dead lady's kid. Dead lady's kid? Kate, you don't think... Then he tossed John's head in the water. What in the... And John's eyes. They weren't his. They were glowing. I would never forget that. Oh, the Garretts at the rocket been sneaking around trying to find his head. I didn't like John, but hell, everyone deserves a funeral. We know he tossed it out of the boat somewhere around coordinates. But the lake is so full of sediment, we can't see... Okay, speichern wir das. Memory's full, of course. Losing hope that we will find it. That's all for now. Your boys be safe. Them coordinates is the Lake Pontahonchicant. They are searching the swamps. He slides a paper to you. Okay. Put that in your pocket. This right here is the closest thing to a lead we got. That dead lady's kid just might be your brother. Yes. So, ich bin trotzdem mal so frei. Das soll mal aufheben. Das denke ich kann man alles löschen. Und das hebe ich auf. Okay. War hier sonst... Oh. Oh, hell, bro. Duck, hey. Duck slouches in his office chair. LeBlanc shakes the man's shoulder and snaps his finger before his face. He's breathing. Wake up, Pops, wake up. Duck's eyes slowly widen. Brett. He attempts to smile. The hell you got all over your face? Mardi Gras come early? Don't worry about it, it's just the style. You don't look so hot, Clay. We gotta get you some help over here. Just taking a nap is all. Them little creeps still out front. We took care of them. Doug turns to you. How about you, Kay? You ever get your mother's stuff back from the refinery? Yes. What'd you find? Just some trash. A forged discount card that unlocked a secret room in the middle of the house. Catherine James Bond all of a sudden. Why are you surprised, Bert? That sounds like Catherine to me. That's who she was. From the outside she was just normal, mundane. You wouldn't think much of her. But that was a disguise, a costume that she wore. She was clever, always hiding something. You must be ready to leave this town for good. You know it. It's hard on people, always been that way. The hell's going on around here? What them kids was doing outside? The two little ones got separated from the rest of the pack. They had a whole gang in here earlier, asking me all kinds of questions I didn't know the answer to. All because of that thing right here. He lifts his frail hand towards the device on the desk. Biggest mistake of my life. How they managed to find it is beyond me. Thought I'd lost it years ago. Figures I would come back to find me. So, what is that? This piece of trash head drive I was telling you about earlier has my brain sitting in it. Gave birth to that monster that calls itself Super Doug, the one your mother got mixed up with. But the head drive seems more or less broken now. So about the intruders? Where did they go? Don't know, couldn't even guess what all this is about, but they mentioned your mother, that they have her. They have Kate? How? That's what I'm wondering myself. Catherine's laying in a casket on River Road. Them dummies probably grabbed the wrong person. What would they want with her? You think I know, Brett? What about Blake? They say something about him? Nothing about Blake, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's in the mix. Takes after his granddaddy. What were they asking? To talk to that drive, interpret what it was saying. Something about needing to find a rock. Oh no, a stone. I just kept my mouth shut. I didn't want a thing to do with that head drive. It's a curse. But I guess they figured it out on their own, because they sure left in a hurry. Why didn't they take the head drive with them? It was so chaotic in here, I didn't know what was going on. All of them just shouted over each other. They were as confusing as I was. The whole thing seemed like a big mess, like nobody was in charge, and then suddenly they were gone. Where did they find the head drive? Like I said, I don't have the slightest clue. Figured that monster ran afoul of these people, stole something from them. Maybe they did a little research, found the head drive that started it all. Maybe they thought if they did that, they could find whatever it is they're looking for. Oh, I didn't know the hard drive was yours. That's pretty easy. It's got my name on the thing. Okay, we'll get you help. No, don't bother with me. A little nap is all I need. No way in hell, I'm calling. You ain't calling nobody, Brad. Cool it. You think this is bad? The way I am right now, it's been this way for years. You're getting bent out of shape about it. I just been dating in this house, hardly able to walk. No more good days. You want to help me? Come drop by from time to time, alright? I will, Clay. I really will. Good, that's all I'm asking. Okay, Ist noch irgendwas Interessantes? Das Ding ist vermutlich... This looks just like the gizmo Kate had. When did everyone start getting these things? And nobody wanted to tell Brett? Oh. Nee, Ephemera war was anderes. Das ist nicht der Name von dem einen Kollegen, der da befreit worden ist. War nicht die Kiste hier irgendwie? Oder war das... Nee, hier unten. Ich dachte, hier war noch irgendwas, mit dem wir nicht interagieren konnten. Oh, wow. Kann ich mal das Licht ausmachen? Ich hätte. Ja, okay, gucken wir mal ganz kurz, was jetzt hier so passiert ist. Million was shot in the face, yeah. After discovering your mom's head drive, Million attacked you. LeBlanc was passing by the house, heard, helped, shot, destroyed, Million, finish. Super Dark is a viral fork. Contracted your mom. Okay, das ist, ich will jetzt hier nicht alles durchballern. Ich will einfach nur wissen, Garrett. No, the Garretts. are wandering out NORCO may have Blake and your mom. Genau. One of the note suggested Blake have kidnapped. Also overheard them mention that they have your mom. The Garretts found the links. Genau. Okay, ich will da jetzt nicht... Ich will nicht alles durchgehen. They left in a hurry. Okay, die Frage ist jetzt nur, was wir jetzt hier treiben. Ist eine Stelle, wo wir jetzt offensichtlich hin sollen? Ich kann gerne mal einmal hier reinspazieren. Hi. Red, what in the world you got all over your face? What is that? Bruh, it's nothing. Don't worry about it, it's just my look. You was here a couple hours ago. What the hell happened? Just a look, guy. It got a style. It's just my style. Let it rest. Hey, you need me to call the police on this man? He's following you around? Would you please? Oh, piss on you. I'm here trying to help you out. Just keep an eye on him, not to be trusted. You're really funny, bro. Really good joke. Oh. Reporting to you live from the Shield Oil Refinery fence, live in Good Hope, where a cargo moving machine is ablaze. It's believed that the unit burst into flame after colliding with a flare stack. The oil pirate known as Lucky is wanted in connection with this incident as well as a string of other arsons across the parish. He's considered armed and dangerous. That dude has been starting all kinds of trouble. You knock no answer. Das ist doch seine Hütte. Warum sollten wir da auch knopfen? Ich meine, hier wird jetzt vermutlich nicht mehr viel los sein, ne? Aber ich will eine Sache mal kurz testen, weil wir eh schon gerade wirklich einfach mal hier nochmal hinmarschiert sind. Kann ich theoretisch den Jammer wieder reinmachen? There's a military grade, no wonder I can't pick up no service at this office. No one of is enough, genau. Dann vielleicht wäre ganz hilfreich, das nochmal auszuschalten. Warning. Please install, achso. Können wir also immer dann darüber wir können gerne nochmal damit interagieren. Oh, wir haben auch das Ding. Network ping detected. Network distress emergency safe mode initiated. Prime node in terminal state. Ach so, ja genau, wir müssen irgendwelche Dings suchen. Them coordinates way out in the lake, just the one, like the ones in that node. Your truck out gas, think we will be take us a little trip to the lakefront. I'm ready when you are. Okay, gut. Dann wollen wir natürlich auch dahin. Ich mache nochmal einmal ein Safety. Safe. Mal ruhig den da. Dann... Oh, da oben. Just slow down, kid. Roads have washed out up here. Sure. Whoa. You came to accelerate, but the truck stays put. Christ, K, what did I tell you? Got any recovery gear on this thing? Shit. We're on foot now, I guess. Looks like there's a fishing camp just up the road. If we want to reach the coordinates, we will need a boat. But they got one we can borrow. Truck's sunk in the mud. We're stranded unless someone can pull us out. Hey, now where we at? That's Peachy Duan's fishing camp. Me and my daddy more or less lived out here for a time. Old man Peachy hated his ass. And that's the Interstate 10 overpass over there. There's a map on the bulletin board, might help refresh my memory. And I wonder who we got to talk to get a ride in that boat. The coordinates we got are all the way out in the lake. Let me take a look at this map right quick so I can get my bearings. The detective inspects the map pinned to the bulletin board, tracing his fingers along the bayous. Yeah, right. I remember this whole stretch from when I was a kid. They call this area Lebronge. Used to be an old fishing village up until a hurricane knocked it out of the lake. Peachy's camp was the only building left standing. That's where we're at now. Trepagnea's pond is just across the way. They named it after a plantation man from back in the old days. Then you got the interstate canal. The government dug that to build the Interstate 10. They let a whole lot of salt water into the swamp in the process. Hit a lot of trees. That's how we ended up with the ghost bayous. Okay. Just some old bayous without any trees left standing. The banks eroded with no roots to hold them in place, so you can't hardly see where you're steering your boat before you run to aground. Weren't just the government's fault though. Long time ago they used to log these swamps for timber. Left scars all over the place. Like the logging wheel. Okay, yeah. Reason it looks like a wheel is because they park a big pull boat right there in the center. Then them guys would start chopping the trees down, going out in one direction, then another, like the spokes of a wheel. They call it a pull boat because they would hitch the trees onto a big rope, and the boat at the center would pull the trees in. They had a drum on the boat about the size of a car. The drum would spin to wind up the rope. Big coal-fired son of a bitch. My granddaddy told me it would spit out smoke like you ain't never seen. Then down there in the lower suction canal, lots of people died along the canal when the hurricane came through and took out La Branche. They got people to go scuba diving in there looking for treasure lost in the storm. Not always easy to find your way around the area. Good thing there's a map. And it looks like somebody stuck a note to it. Sehr viel extra Informationen, die vielleicht nicht mal hundertprozentig notwendig waren. Peachy lives, what? Got shells, Rangina clam shells, yard full of them. I stay at La Place, call or text. Book your ideas, stay in Louisiana's natural wetland habitats with short and long-term options available. You can live like a local in one of America's most mysterious regions. Swamp away in committed to sustainability. We believe in rebuilding Louisiana's wetlands for a greener, more verdant future. Book before the new year and receive a free snack pack delivery during your stay. Whoever's been raising my traps going to die, brah. A name tag pins a hand-scrawled letter to the board. Yo, Garrett. Garrett again, with his little dudes. Meet us at John's Pond on the northeast side of the lake for the launch. Ain't never heard of John's Pond in my life. It's a mess over there. People's been posting about it online, driving out from the city to take pictures with the Ark. If you're coming from this way, the only route is through the Ghost Bios. Open up the Happokoppel map and take a look at the map. You will see some blinking lights. Those marks the location of portals. When you dive through them, it's like snorting that stuffed ditch man scrapes off the urinals. It's a fucking nightmare. If you can keep your head on straight, the portals will take you to a light source. Each one will be a little different. Don't let it freak you out. Just be a cool Garrett and make those lights blink just like you see on the map. Do that and you will get swamp vision, bruh. The ghost bios will appear for you. Good luck. What? Ja, ne? What? What in the butt? The map details the southeastern corner of the lake, the area that surrounds the Lost Village. Okay, ich dachte, der würde jetzt das nochmal vorlesen. Okay, nach all dem. Ich speichere nochmal. Von mir aus kriegst du auch jetzt nochmal einen neuen Save. Nehmen wir mal den da. Okay, Kollege? Doch, ist theoretisch. A man fishes from the docks. Alright. Evening. That your boat? Not mine. Believe that boat belongs to the camp. So they got the key inside one of them units? I suppose they do. Let's go pay them units a visit. Okay, see if they can get a key from them. We can. You know, Peachy, can you help us pull our truck out of the mud? You were racing down to Levy, weren't you? She was hitting every washout she saw. Wish I could help. I got a winch on my truck, but it's on the other side of the spillway. You know Peachy? You know Peachy Duon, the old man? Sure, I knew Peachy. What do you mean, new? You ain't seen about it on the news? Peachy been dead a long time, maybe 10 years. Go on. Hey, come on. Yeah, Peachy been dead, and he took several others with him. The man's finally cracked. Damn, figured it might end like that for him. He was a bad dude. He say anything about me before he died? Brett LeBlanche? What? Anything bad about me? I don't think you understand what happened here. Peachy locked himself in that camp with 3 hostages and a pile of ammunition and refused to leave. Wasn't cause he was mad about me, though. The hell kind of question is that? Forget it. So, who got the camp now? His grandson split the place into units and turned them into vacation rentals. All kinds of people pass in and out now, because they don't have any clue what took place inside. You know anything about that note in the bulletin board? The one with the name tag on it? All I know is these boys been coming by taking pictures of that map with their phone. These are always interesting types passing through since they turned Peachy's place into vacation rentals, but these fellas are a different type entirely. Achso, soll ich jetzt hier direkt ein Bild machen? Is that the joke? This thing. Oh. So what that about? You see that? You hold the phone up to the map and it shows them little blinking dots. The one at the logging is blinking real fast. The one at the pioneer pond is blinking slow. Move your phone around the map, see if there's more. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay, einer blinkt langsam, einer blinkt schnell, einer blinkt gar nicht und einer blinkt... Nice, a little flat boat might be able to get to them coordinates we found back at Doug's house, but the motors takes the key. Open up. We got to use that boat real quick. No, please go away. Just keep knocking, Kay. We got to get a key to that boat motor. One of the units better open the dam. There's an emergency, open up. No! There's a head in the lake and shit. Don't care. Open up or I'm kicking the door in. You probably can't. Just try it, dipshit. You asked for it, the iron foot. So you're going to kick the door in with your right big red shoes, clown man? Back up, Clay. Still got it. The door was open, you fucking idiot. Yoink. You're not taking that key. We're going to watch the sunset later. Yeah, babe. He promised. That's right, babe. Who the hell are you? Wait a minute. This must be the same lady who broke in while I was away. The one who dropped her underwear in the bathroom. Oh, yeah, babe. It must be. So are you? Are you the burglar from the other night? Yeah, I came back to grab my underwear. I think your dude might be lying. You think I'm going to believe you? Someone who just broke into my bed and breakfast? Get real. Maybe we should ask the fisherman if any of his stuff was gone missing. No. Oh? I mean, there's no need to alarm him. I guess you're right. Alright. Okay, halt. Ich hatte Platz gemacht. Evening. What do you know about that couple in Unit A? I don't like to gossip, but the fellow has been staying over in Unit A. He had a new lady coming by nearly every night of the week, up until the latest one showed up, that is. Thank you. Can't imagine what she would say if she heard that. Alright. Hello. You're such a half-assed break-in. Can you please just leave? No, cannot. We have something prepared. Das kann ich löschen. Uh-oh. What? Babe, let's go take that boat ride. I knew it. I knew it. You said you wanted to open things up. You said that. I said put a ring on it. You slimy sack of shit. Babe, please. I've got so much love to give. That's not love. That's... Can you not talk about that in front of the guests? You mean the two burglars who broke in? Guests? I can't believe I trusted you. Need some time alone. When you are ever alone, you attention-seeking skunk. Bye forever. Babe, where are you going? What the? Oh, hey, kid. Didn't know you were there. Sorry about the door and all that. Okay, you got that key? I don't like the way this thing's looking at me. Yeah, kinda. You pocket the key. Yeah, you got that key? Okay. Ist noch irgendwas Schickes hier? Nope. Hätte ja sein können. Oh, kann ich auch nochmal hier Leute nerven? What is it? Why all this banging? Honestly not sure, bro. We need a key to that boat down there, but we got one from the island. My friend here just likes to bother people. What are you using that boat for? It doesn't belong to you. Well, kind of a long story, but we got coordinates from some gizmo sending out a distress call and... A distress call? My phone's about... The door slips open, mentioning of Doug's name. So, yeah, a buddy of mine has a little gizmo. It's like, hell, I don't know, an answering machine, I guess. It keeps spitting out these coordinates in the lake. What else did it say? Oh, said it got a stressed out note, bro. Something getting stressed out in the lake. Where are the coordinates? They in the phone. It's the note. Figure you're right. And you two are just going to boat right up to it. Sure, boating ain't nothing to me. Been boating my whole life. Keep listening. Are you familiar with the network that's called SuperTech? That's my buddy I was telling you about. Clayton Richard. Yeah, Clay, a good buddy of mine. Dallas, this guy look familiar? Oh, I never said I knew the source. That boat belongs to both units. We can't simply let you take it without our permission, but if you'd be willing to do us a favor, the boat is yours. Sure. What is it? Take the... No, don't record. The woman passes you a small handheld device. Hold it before the note. Press the little button. Think we can manage that. And return it to us. That's it? That's it? Settled is settled, I suppose. That's right, it is. A man in trench coat and an elevated bolo tie stares down the carpet. What's up? What's your role in all this? I don't feel like getting into it. Been running jobs for Super for years, that's all. That's why Dr. Moore put me into this. All my money is tied up in Quack Coin, and now with the network down, Quack Coin was nothing. So I take whatever work comes my way, how it goes. Okay, ich wollte noch mal ganz kurz jetzt hier das rausschmeißen. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das wirklich tun sollte oder tun muss. Ich bin mal so frei. Aber wenn das dann nach riecht, als würden wir gleich wieder ein Minigame spielen. Let's see. Look at that, it works. Let's take us a little ride. You're heading into the lake? Yes, sir. You done much riding out there? All the time. Then you know what it's like. Lots of the land has eroded away. Once you get past Interstate 10, you can't hardly see where the water ends and the land begins. You're talking about the ghost bios? That's right. The man turns his attention to you. You see what I'm saying? I think the land is eroded so it looks like water. That's right. Once you pass beneath the interstate bridge out there, it's hard to tell the eroded land, where all the dead trees fell from the open water. You might run your prop over submerged cypress trees, might even get yourself stuck. And how are we supposed to get through? The strange boys with the name tags that they've been coming around lately, they seem to get through the ghost bios just fine. They're always looking at that map. Maybe they know something we don't. And one more thing, if you got a sonar tracker on your phone, keep it handy. All kinds of stuff is hidden in this lake. Don't be shy about jumping in the water. You will see some weird things down there, but it's just a trick of the light. Nah, they got ghosts in the water. Nonsense, don't pay that any mind. Been swimming in these bios all my life. If you get an alert from that sonar, dive in and see what it's about. Okay. Save once more? Alright, Kay, time to put on our detective hats. You got your phone handy? Let's take a look at the GPS. There was 2 sets of coordinates at Doug's place. Once we found scribbled on the letter, same letter that mentioned your brother, said they were searching for a hat. Now I don't think that's your brother's hat, that ain't what I'm saying, but I got a hunch that this is connected. The coordinates for that are on the northwest side the lake, might be worth checking out. The other came from that app on your phone, it was putting out some kind of distress signal. Looks like that one's coming from Eagle's Pond. Both sets of coordinates are past the ghost bios. We want to get there. We get to figure out how to get through the ghost bios first. You got that? Now that you got to do the driving, I am going to lose my tie and relax. Oh, what am I looking at here? Mit Pfeiltasten. Dive, Zoom out. Okay. So, wo zum Geier musste ich überall hin? Achso, das ist das Areal. Genau, wir mussten hier hin. Wir mussten hier hin. Und dann hier und hier hin oder irgend sowas. Hätte ich mal einen Screenshot von dem gemacht. So, no, going off. You figure they got something down there in the lake? Why don't you dive in and find out what it is? Okay. But be ready, what the man on the pier said is wrong. They got ghosts down there. Partner of mine dove in the water to drive a piling when he was building his camp. That he saw a dead granddaddy swimming around dressed up like a race car driver. Glad it's my off hours. I would hate to see something like that with the kind of hangover I got. Crash through the solid depths of the lake as the swamp spins around you. You try desperately to regain a sense of direction, trashing further from the water's surface. You sink deeper into the bayou in this way until at least you emerge from the other side of the water, where you find a near-perfect mirror of the world you left behind. The contours of the galaxy are alright in the sky above you. You never seen so many stars. The man sits beside a kerosene lamp in the dirt of a palmetto grove along the bank. He rises to take a closer look at you. I watch the swarm from the treetops every night, but I never watch the water, he says. He reaches out his hand and helps you onto the bank. In the shadow of the groves are other figures, whispering amongst themselves. The whispers are above you as well, in the invisible crowns of the cypress trees. You're one of Pregneo's children, aren't you? Yes. He waves his hand to the others and they begin to move up the banks. Tell him to rest easy while he can. The man joins the rest of the assembly and they walk deeper into the night and leave kerosene lamps behind. The light is solid, unchanging. The light pulses slowly, regularly, rhythmically. Oh fuck, jetzt wüsste ich, was das nochmal war. Blinks twice, pauses for a second. No, das war nicht der da. Wir haben einen, der langsamer sein muss. Das ist es dann der. Und das Üble ist... Achso, ich müsste dann da wieder zurückfahren. Ich muss mal ganz kurz gucken. Habe ich davon irgendeinen Save gemacht? Nope. Ich habe nur einen Save von dem Text gemacht, dass man auf der Karte gucken soll. Wo ist das Kino? Also meine Frage ist halt, was hat das zu sagen? Wenn ich einfach irgendwo blind reinspringen? As you fall into the lake, you watch the traffic lights of the overpass become like a mirage on the surface of the water. There is the sound of cars rushing above you, and then there is the sound of your descent, and then there is nothing. The lake and all of its sediment is infinite in its silence. It holds you captive, and you are unable to move. Paralyzed in this way, you watch the dim suggestion of headlights cut across the bridge in their erratic cadence. All at once, an explosion of sound punctuates that vacuum of silence. For the smallest moment, the silence returns before a truck crashes into the water, sending a shockwave that releases you from the water's grip. The truck is sinking quickly, unnaturally, as if being pulled magnetically from below. You swim down to the vehicle. The headlights kill as you approach. The cab light flickers on. Blake sits in the passenger seat with a familiar look of distress. The driver's seat is empty. He sees you and begins to bang on the window. The cab fills quickly, cutting the light. You pull open the door and swim into the cab as the pressure equalizes. You feel around desperately, your lungs screaming. The cab lights awakens again to reveal an empty vehicle. Blake is nowhere. The light pulses slowly, regularly. Ist das jetzt der Punkt, wo man den Dot brauchte? Ah, ich hätte mir davon Bilder machen müssen. You know what? Hat der Guide, den ich da im Hintergrund noch offen hatte, hat der noch mal eine Übersicht? Haha, hat er. Oh, ist natürlich lustig, weil es ein Bild ist. Die sind natürlich alle stillstehend. Haha. Das hilft natürlich in der Hinsicht leider wenig. War der stehen blieb? Ich glaube, das war der stehen blieb. Solid unchanging. Oh, die werden in grün angezeigt, wenn es so richtige ist. Die werden so angezeigt, wenn sie richtig sind. Okay, zoom mal weiter raus. Schaffe ich es da durch? Probier mein Glück. Irgendwie, aber nochmal will ich das nicht machen. You dive into the wreckage of an old fishing village. Wooden palings are shadows against the dim light of the evening. The palings are driven deep into the silt, where planks and bottles and crab traps and stray pieces of tarp have correlated into something whole. Swim towards the trash. You swim to the lake bottom and float beside this accretion of debris. A stray window rests among the trash, slightly open. Swim through the window. You swim through the window and discover that there is no water beyond it. No longer buoyant, you fall immediately onto a wooden cypress floor. You scan the area. You're in a cluttered living room, clean and well kept. The picture frames along the walls shake. The foundation of the home rocks. You look outside the window from which you entered. Rather than the depths of the lake, you see a torrent of wind and rain ripping across the open sky. Lightning cracks punctuate those furious sounds, and in the small crevices of silence there are screams. There's a door to your right that leads onto the balcony of the home. Go to the balcony, I guess. Accretion. Awesome. I didn't use that. Okay. The water outside is a maelstrom. Water laps at the balcony, threatens its foundation. You watch as willow trees floating along the bank of the bayou leave the earth entirely, sucked into an insatiable purple sky. In the distance, figures hug the crowns of cypress trees, screaming prayers into the vortex. Among those stranded is Blake, who has lashed a rope around a tree and is holding to it desperately. You dive from the balcony into the floor water and swim against the strongest current the bayou has ever known. When you emerge, there is no home, no Blake, no hurricane, only the infinite evening. LeBlanc waves from the boat that idles near the blank. "You good, Kay?" he shouts. You look up at the cypress tree where the apparition of your brother clung only a moment before. A rope hangs from it, limp in the stagnant air. Pull the rope. A light awakens from somewhere in the depths of the bayou. Pull the rope. Pull the rope. Das ist irgendwie lustig, dass man die Hervorhebung hat, aber dann so nett war und sagt, okay, ja, wenn es grün ist, ist richtig. Okay, damit haben wir 3 von denen. Jetzt wissen wir also, wir müssen noch zu dem dann dahin. Und dann haben wir die Ehre, die und vermutlich die Stelle dann in Johns Pond anzusteuern. Okay. Achso, ja, wie immer, Pfeiltasten. In diesem Spiel hätte bei dem Rope gleichermaßen eine Leiche auftauchen können oder ein Ups-Geräusch gespielt werden können. Ich hätte es nicht vorhersagen können. Oder hier, LeBlanc hat auf einmal neues Make-up an. Ist das richtig? Float Road, yes. Ich weiß nicht, ob man da unten auf irgendwas achten soll. You plunge into the logging canal and immediately find yourself tangled in the branches of a felled tree. You struggle to free your arm, no luck. As you pull, the trees pull back until at last its proves the stronger and begins to drag you through flotsam and foam. It's impossible to see beyond the suspended sediment of the water. In a sudden violent moment, a force pulls the tree into the night air, and you along with it. As you hug the trunk of the tree, you see before you a massive machine spitting smoke into the sky. The machine sits atop a barge. Mounted to the barge is a large drum that spins slowly and powerfully, winding the rope that grips the tree on which you float. You look to either side and see crews of workmen balancing upon pirogues, axing wedges into the base of cypress trees along the canal. Some pull the felled trees to the edge of the canal, while others paddle from danger as the towering trees crash into the water. You rest your arm from the cypress and climb onto the barge. A foreman stands upon the platform and regards you with a scowl as the barge begins to sink into the water. He points to the firebox at his side. "Madre, don't slow down now." You look down at the pile of coal and the shovel behind the firebox, both now submerged as the boat sinks further. The shovel floats towards you as the water reaches the roof of the pull boat. The sinking ship settles upon the silt bottom, and you find yourself floating beside the firebox while holding the shovel. The light of the firebox continues to glow even in the depths of the water. The light is solid, unchanging. Shovel coal. Shovel more coal. Und shovel more coal. Oh, okay. Ich würde schon sagen, wie behandelt das Spiel das jetzt nun? Nachdem wir alle 4 haben. Oh. Ist auf einmal hängen geblieben. Ich meine, ich könnte da so schräg fahren. Ich mag es so nicht schräg zu fahren. Man sieht, man wackelt logischerweise mit Pfeiltasten dann doch so ein bisschen. Was ist doch besser dann? Was vermutlich noch besser dann wirklich da außen entlang zu fahren. Ah, den Weg hätte ich vermutlich nicht nehmen sollen. Oh. Ich muss einfach zugeben, ich weiß nicht, was passiert, wenn man hier irgendwo gegenstößt. Deswegen wäre es mir lieb, wenn ich das nicht tun würde. So, wie war das? Ja, wir sind der Sache nah. You plunge into the water. You pass your hand through the increasingly obscure cloud of sediment. A stray branch juts from a larger tangle of detritus. 2 beads of light shine from the direction of the branch. As you make your way closer, you discern the shadow of a form. You pass your hands over it. Soft, almost gelatinous flesh. The distinct ridge of a nose. The firm, unmistakable texture of teeth. Glowing eyes hardened like glass. You wrest the head from its hanging place and swim towards the boat. What do you got there, okay? A little treasure from the lake? Yup, sure did. You hang the head from its sloughing tangle of hair and display it to LeBlanche. Here, sweet mother of Jesus. The head continues to rock gently in the wind. That's great, kid. Just put it down. What's with them eyes? LeBlanc taps his fingernail on one of them. Them eyes ain't human. He passes his thumb into the hair, presses his thumb into the head, and the glass-like orbs slip easily from the eye sockets. Ew. The head is entirely without eyes. Alright, playtime's over. We still got another set of coordinates to check out. We sure do. So, die Idee ist, vermutlich einfach gerade fahren. Dann hier oben, darunter, darüber. Okay. Oh, man könnte auch sich dahin teleportieren lassen. Das ist natürlich auch schick. Ich hoffe mal nicht, dass ich das brauche, aber... No, ich hab Bums gemacht. Ich hoffe, das ist nicht irgendein Nachteil. Aber ich kann weiterspielen. Ah, genau. Duck Blinds. Da müssen wir ja nicht hin. Wir müssen erstmal dahin, genau. Dann können wir immer noch mal bei Duck Blinds halt machen, um zu sehen, was das ist. Das Ding ist riesig. God's name am I looking at here? Das ist eine gute Frage. Machen wir trotzdem in Safe. I've seen some big bald eagles in the spillway before. Never nothing like this. Looks like someone tore its eyes out. Alright. Have your fucking eyes back. You slot the eyes into the bird's empty sockets. I am charging me eye lasers. What? Oh. Das Ding ist wieder da. Hi. Ja, das war nicht der Roboter. Bruh, what? That bird just bucked out a floating ball. Puked. Mr. Peach, he used to tell us all the time they got aliens in this lake. The hell is it doing to you? Almost like, it looks like it's giving you a sniff. The sphere shrinks down and buries itself inside one of your coat. Oh, now, looks like you made a friend. Be careful carrying that ball around in your pocket, Kay. Don't let it blast lasers out of your eyes, shit. I feel kind of sorry for the bird. Bro, big bird, bro. First time I seen an alien do that to a bird. Oh, the heat's coming off this thing starting to make my skin itch. Let's roll. I've seen some big balls. Ja, nothing like this. Okay, ja, das chillt jetzt hier scheinbar weiter. Okay, dann, ha. Gucken wir nochmal bei Duck Blinds vorbei. Oh, muss ich oder so? What are you guys? Those are Garretts, okay. These Garretts guard the pass room. Their tonsures, robes, and smudged foreheads awaken something in your memory. No more getting through this way, Ditchman's order. Unless you are the ones with the messenger. Are you ones with the messenger? We found a head in the lake. Oh, so you found it? We were searching for a while, but we gave up. What the hell happened? John got what was coming to him. He took us for granted, wouldn't let us wear what we wanted. So Ditchman popped his head off. And that's okay with you? John was terrible, everyone thought so. Hier sieht auch schon wieder sehr freaky hier aus. We're looking for my brother. You know a guy named Blake? A loser guy, clothes don't fit right. That lady's kid. Oh yeah, Jesus lady's kid. He's at the Ark, all tied up like a pig. He's alive? Yeah, Ditchman's taking good care of him. He's fine. You hearing this, Kay? We got to get through. They're holding your brother captive. The messenger? That's right, the big round thing with the juice in it. Oh, you're talking about the juice ball. We got the juice ball right here, Kay. Show him. Show this little dude the juice ball. Tada! Muss ich das anders fertig machen? Meter? Coordinate? Catherine's Ring haben wir auch noch theoretisch. But that's it. Is that it? Its light is nourishing and divine. I can see the crystalline texture of everything that surrounds me. Flood me with another kiss, I'm begging you. I'm on the edge. Just one more time, please, God. Wie sieht Uni so das? There was a swamp and a lake and a refinery and Kay had no face. I am the one. There is a great coming apart of this world. Can you see it? The coming apart so that the light that was hidden in the salt can shine again. I am the sun. I was the one in the mall. I am the one in the swamp. But who would be in the swamp and not fly your mother's corpse into the stars as the benediction where prayers collide? Who would not follow your mother down the ditch if I were the light and if I were the man who presides over this night, this ditchman night? I am the one. So y'all mind if we squeeze by right quick? What? Oh, you got the messenger? Nice. Yeah, you can pass. Ditchman's waiting. Hey, Red. Yeah. Hey, to base. Let them know the messenger's on the way. Come in, ground control. This is Doug. Doug Blinds. Control, come in. Garrett? Why no one's answering over there? Probably just prepping for launch. You two are free to take your boat through this pass. As soon as we get someone from base to the radio, we will let them know you're coming. Ach so, das bist du. We know, okay. Okay, that sure is happening. So, und jetzt ist ja eigentlich nur noch... Einfach noch dahin. Ich meine, wir haben theoretisch noch so ein paar weitere Ecken, aber ich gehe mal nicht davon aus, dass jetzt hier wirklich irgendwas noch kommt. Aber ich bin trotzdem so frei und fahre einfach mal. Was denke ich, wenn ich einfach blind irgendwo reinspringe? Oh, wenn ich da drauf halte, während ich fahre, dann bleibt das Spiel automatisch stehen. Oder das Boot in dem Fall. Okay. Da hatten wir aber keine Koordinaten. You sink into those shallow depths and begin your routine of dredging its bottom with your fingies. Something wet and sponge-like distinguishes itself from the silt. You take it in your hand to return to the boat. Having climbed over the gunwale, you observe the object that you discovered in the waning evening lights. Monkey returns your gaze. His eyes now empty of any knowledge or evidence of life. You found another toy, Kay? Your rotting head needed a friend to play with? That's nice. There's no infinite stare left in the stuffed toy. You place him in your bag. He is back. The wet monkey. He is back. Nice. Yeah, monkey. Das klingt ungefähr. Oh. Keys has entered the ring. Wait, what? Sinclair's murder under investigation. Keys is in the ring. Infamous local researcher body has been exhumed from Red Church Cemetery. Who watching now? Hannah John has gone missing. Yep. Keys is in the ring. What an evening it has been in NORCO, folks. I just left Shield's Executive Carnival Ball where Laura St. Clair was found dead in the office. And the corpse of disgraced academic Catherine Madeira, no friend to the St. Clair family, was exhumed from the Red Church Mausoleum. Coincidence? Keys doesn't think so. Dass ich es aufnehmen kann. To top it all off, the charismatic social media influencer Kenneth John has announced that tonight he will be launching a home-brewed spacecraft from right here in LeBron's wetlands. John and his disciples were able to erect this engineering behemoth in complete secrecy, despite sitting squarely in the flight path of Armstrong International Airport. Does it end there? Not quite. An inside source tells me that a war is brewing among rival factions of Kenner John's disciples. The infamous Garretts, an unfamiliar figure named Ditchman, has emerged to challenge John's reign amidst the discord. And John, rarely caught off stream, is nowhere to be found. Who will win the war of the Garretts? Who killed Laura St. Clair? Was it the same culprit who exhumed the recently entombed body of Catherine Madeira? Where is Kenner John? Will he manage to get his junker off the ground? Keep your eyes on the ring, because Keys got him cornered. In Keys' corner! Oh, that's the whole joke. Okay. Ich dachte, das wird jetzt irgend so ein Kampf-Event, wo man sich nochmal prügeln darf. Okay. I'm the one with the sad smiley face. Greetings. Costume figure keeps his attention focused on the distant crowd. Dig the costume, thank you. I assembled it from a mess of discarded things. I came here with a group of others from Shield's Carnival Ball. Police and private security were swarming the facility as I left. A disturbance of some kind. A perfect evening to launch a rocket with the cops already tied up at the refinery. What happened at the refinery? Another attendant of the ball said there was an explosion, though I didn't see or hear anything from within the Good Hope plantation. Perhaps we will find out more in the evening news. And so here I am, from one circus to the next. This rocket, these people, what do you make of it? Truly have no idea. They must have a death wish. They want to leave this world. Who can blame them? It's true, no one is satisfied here. We are trapped in this limbo. A long twilight that bleeds out to the edges of time, where even the most fantastic things become banal. This grey blanket of stale time. To punch a hole in it, I understand the appeal. What a sight! Oh, did you hear about it? Text from a friend. Did you bring a kayak or something? Someone lent a float over on their raft. What about you? Inflatable mattress. With it. I do whatever it takes to watch this thing explode. I always wanted to be a Garrett. Fate Garrett. I installed the app but never could find the readings. I followed those guys online. They never followed me back. But that's fine. Starting to think all the Garretts might die tonight. All might die? Why? This whole thing is a huge mess. No one knows who's steering the ship. Literally, half the Garretts affected. The rest seem to be losing their minds. I hear the Garretts inside the Ark. The engineers are holding it together. But this isn't what space travel is supposed to look like, isn't it? Half-assed like this? Seems bad. Ja, dann nutzen die hier so ein Mad Catz Controller. We're looking for my brother. Who's your brother? Guy named Blake, little drugged out dude with bad facial hair. We think these Rocketeers kidnapped him. Wow, I don't know anything about that. This picture just keeps getting worse. Who's your brother? Guy named Blake. What? Hab ich das gleiche geklickt? Ich hab Leaf geklickt. Okay, das scheint für hier zu sein, also... I got I got to be coming out of the lake more. They got big monster birds, A and spaceship. They got it all. Okay, D mal wieder. The ground beneath us is sinking as I'm standing here. Of all the places to build a rocket, why do it will be high. Do it on an eroding island in the swamp. Trying to get inside the rocket. There are a lot of people trying to get in. Some of them are just spectators who want to take a look around. Then there are the men posted at the camp on the east side of the rocket. They seem to have more sinister intention. And of course there are all the lower Garrets who have been locked out, intentionally I'm sure. Wish I could help you. Someone around here must know a way in. Hey, welcome to the party, haha. Why are there so many people here? I was wondering that myself. A friend of mine saw something online about the little mall Nazis trying to launch a rocket. We weren't doing anything else, so we came to see ourselves. I guess word got out. How do you get here? Oh yeah, that part was a mess. The rocket scientists tried to build a road. What? How did you get here? Build a road from Kenner into the lake by dumping a bunch of oyster shells in the marsh. As soon as cars started using it, the road sunk straight into the water. A friend of mine's car is sitting half flooded at the parish line. But all these other people drove in from the town, the city with kayaks, canoes, inflatable rafts, what have you. We parked in some neighborhood along the lakefront and walked as far as down the janky road as we could, until some guy in a ski mask picked us up on a raft made out of like action figures and stuff. No clue how we getting back. Meine, viele haben vermutlich gar nicht mehr das Interesse wegzukommen. Wow, I'm in the swamp. This is unbelievable. The majesty of this place, it's so inspiring. Swamp's pretty cool. We was just taking a dive underneath the bridge and found us a whole car down there. You're a driver? So you're like a real swamp person? I've been in these swamps my whole life. My daddy used to make us shit off the boats. Oh. That he was chumming the waters. We was. How did those small freaks build something like this, man? It doesn't make any sense. What I heard is Sheard gave Kenner John a bunch of money and he hired a team of engineers to build it. No way. Just what I heard. I heard it was crowdfunded. And how it keep it a secret for so long. No clue. Friend of mine knows a Garrett. He said they hired contractors for part of the construction, but designed the whole thing themselves. And they even fly it? No way in hell. That's why I'm here. To watch those dipshits blow themselves up. Come on, Rico. What? They're Nazis. They're not Nazis. Yeah, they're not Nazis. They're just impressible dogs. They squatted a mall and built a rocket. What have we done besides drinking at St. Somewheres every night? The Garrets are fine, we're dogs. The dogs. Okay, das haben wir geredet. Da gibt es viele Richtungen, die wir jetzt einschlagen dürfen. Cause I can. So, Fishing Camp. Mal sehen, was das ist. Oha. Okay, ja, mit Sniper-Rifle da oben, wartend. I like this area. These dudes ain't messing around. My kind of people. John's Pond, da sind wir gerade hergekommen. Genau. Shipping Containers. Oh, gut. An armed man watches over the area from a lawn chair perched on the roof of the shipping container. Another Garrett. Gawkers. A laptop. A browser sits open on the laptop. You click through the tabs. A web map centered on your current location. A troubleshooting guide for a custom energy cell. Image results of vintage stuffed monkeys. What? Hi! Du siehst gleich fertig aus. Are you here for the liftoff? How can I help you? What kind of Garrett are you? I'm one of the original Ne'er-do-wells who have constructed the starship in the swamp. I'm virtuous and immortal, much like our anointed leader Ditchman. Ditchman? What about John? John? I recall upon hearing his name. John is a blasphemous fool who wears sneakers while demanding that the Garrets walk the earth this calcult. If I had this hat, I would wave it about in honor of the appointed one. Well, shit, I think we got his head in case back. If you're serious, give it to me and I will show you just how serious I am. Sure. Out of my way, dipshit. Is this John? His hat? I have his hat. Just like Ditchman. Just like him. Ditchman, like Ditchman. John's hat. Everyone please listen. Hand over the hat achievement. Okay. I have conducted the service of the Lord. Können wir da jetzt weiterlatschen? No. Oh, ist auch wieder ein Vogel hier. Why did I do that? Oh, weil da so umsteht. I am the one they call Ditchman. I have taken the head of Kenner John. I made him suffer. He did not walk the scale as a desert father should. He was sneakers. Garrett needs to put that head down and stop saying he's Ditchman, but if those guys across the yard hear him say that, they will kill him. Ah. Are you an elite? Are you... Yeah, okay. I'm the one they call Ditchman. I have done anything. Yep. I made him suffer. He did not... Okay. Ist das eigentlich irgendwas? No. Time to tell those guys. How's the thing tonight, folks? What's happening this corner? I don't care. Here. I'm the one they call Ditchman. It's him. Where's he at? Up there on the shipping container. Knuckle. What? No. Sup, Chuck? Out of position. Where's he at, Chuck? Up on the shipping container. Give him a little warning shot. Why don't you? Say no more, Chuck. Gave the target a little scare, Chuck. Good work. Cooler guy. Who would fly to space with these Garrett's dudes? I will rest easy knowing Ditchman's out of commission, the sick bastard. Ist auf jeden Fall leicht ruhig geworden hier. Oh. Where'd everyone go? One little gunshot and the place clears out. Oh, false papa. They shot Gooch. They shot Gooch. They were trying to shoot me. Where are they? Go away. Go away. They will see me here. Just go away. Sag mir, was passiert, wenn ich da jetzt hingehe. Oh. You approach the injured guard as LeBlanc begins searching through his pockets. The hell is this? Get off me. Hey, he's shot, man. You're trying to pickpocket a guy who's just got shot? Yeah, bro. I guess I am. Someone needs to do something. Someone? LeBron turns away from the man in the hat and places one hand on the injured guard's shoulder and continues to dig through his pockets with the other. Just rest, kid. Help's on the way. You called an ambulance? No, but somebody probably did. LeBron finds a card in the guard's back pocket and slips it into his own. Good luck. Okay, ich wollte jetzt eigentlich nicht so aggressiv diesmal... What? Oh, okay. Das ist einfach ein Zufall. I'm doing something in here. Okay, here. Bruce, you're my boy. Here. I know. Wait, he said that? My dad really said that? Why couldn't he just tell me that himself? Telling someone how you really feel, it's hard sometimes. He did nothing but criticize me my entire life. Never a kind word. I'm sure he loves you, kid. Us old-timers just don't know how to talk. I shouldn't be here right now. I should be home. This thing's just going to explode anyway. Bye, assholes. A tangled mess of electronics and display monitors clutter the interior of the container. Sonst noch irgendwas Interessantes? Du bist noch hier. You again. You followed the mayhem, don't you? What brings you here? I've been following along. Birds always watch, haven't you noticed? What? What? The affairs of this world are far larger than you could map in the darkness of your mind. The mental lights will illuminate and they will shine for a while. But then they will burn up all the oxygen inside of your skull. Who are you? I'm a man dressed as a bird, standing at the foot of a monument to stupidity and death. And you are a young woman without a face, floating indifferently through a world stuck in time. What about me? Do me. You, detective, are loud who sleeps beside the toilet. Perhaps you work beside it as well, though there has been very little of that lately. You fear being alone with your thoughts, so much so that you will talk endlessly just to drown them out. Damn, bro. Thought you was going to give me a fun one. What fun is it being you? Why were you at Shield? Because my daughter works there. It's the one night when I may visit her without being seen. Ah, okay. Wie schon erwartet. Bye, Thomas. Hello. We going in? Keycard scanner. Yes. Keycard. The panel flashes green. Looks like it worked. There's always been a little dream of mine, getting to tour a spaceship. Looks like a legitimate operation in here. Everyone hard at work. Wonder if they even know about all the madness happening outside? Yoink. Hi. Hey, alright. Your little buddy came out to play. I didn't know any better. I would say that thing was making eyes at you. Bonk. Okay, whatever that meant. But damn, wish someone would kiss me like that one day. What you was doing while that thing was in your pocket? Okay, okay, you alright? Uh-oh. You're not looking so hot. Got shaky knees? That kiss swept you off your feet? Maybe you just need some fresh air. Should we take a walk? Or maybe what you need is darkness. Want me to dim the lights? We can find somewhere dark to walk, like the canyons of the moon. Think they got sidewalks on the moon? I bet they glow at night just like the ghost bayous do. The ghost bayous glow to show you where to go. Maybe everywhere that you need to go just glows. You alright, kid? You alright, kid? Alright? Alright, 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 alright. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Whoa, they're attacking the orb. Stop that. Oh, Garrett. Ach ne, hier unten ist ja die Happy. Ich dachte, die ist da oben. Hier ist auch als Option gegeben. Ja. Da liegt eine Waffe. Typ tot am Boden. Und es sieht aus, als wäre das gespiegelt. Das ist ein Bild? Hi. Okay, ist ausnahmsweise mal nicht genau. Oh, oh. Flare stacks. Maybe? Okay, sure. Wir wissen, wie wir Schaden anrichten mit dem Ding. Oh oh. Auf einmal war er weg. Pretty good. Au. Okay, ja, Super Duck ist hier irgendwo mit dabei. Oh, das hat er überlebt. Wo haben die ganzen Leitern her und wo auch immer wir auch gerade uns hinbegeben? Mehrere Wege, die ich gehen kann. Und ich habe niemanden mehr an meiner Seite scheinbar. Und ich kann auch nicht mehr speichern. Great. The Lookout oder the Mezzanine? Oh, hi. Detective slouched against the railing, bleeding from several wounds. Who puts a balcony on a spaceship? What happened to you? Tried to tell you to turn around. Why didn't you listen? If you can get out of here, just go. You was running around down there, just punching walls, knocking shit over. Eventually I lost sight of you, came up here to find you, but the old man... Shit. I'm bleeding out. I can hardly keep my eyes open. Let's get you up. Hell no. Don't touch me. Just go. Listen, okay? You see, Gus? Don't tell him I got killed by some old perverted son of a bitch. You might think that's funny. Tell him it was an animal, like a big raccoon. Just, well, not a raccoon, just, he drifts in and out of consciousness. Just don't say it was an alligator. He always thought he knew the swamp better than me, and hell, I'm not doing too good, Kay. Detective's breathing slows, he blinks, his face twitches, and a few moments later he releases you from his grip. Das ist jetzt nicht so ein Mass Effect Ending Ding. You wander into the unlit hallway. The door closes shut behind you. The darkness that surrounds you is total. Continue, I guess. You take small steps, your hand running along the wall for guidance. No trace of light anywhere in this corridor. Your steps become lighter, your feet press soundless upon the ground. A few steps more and the ground begins to soften like fabric. The wall becomes pliable as you drag your fingies across it. You scramble to return to the door and find yourself floating. You're floating, Kay. There's no gravity here where you are. In this vacuum, there are no walls, there's no ground. Beneath you, if you look closely, you can see the curves of the Mississippi River. Nicht schlecht, dass es ungefähr so getimed war, wie ich es gelesen hatte. You can see the ponds and canals and lakes of the Gulf of Mexico. That's not all the refineries are light in your eyes and in your lungs. The suburbs are alive tonight. The suburbs are alive. The city can't be described tonight. The city can't be described. The coastline opens wide tonight and the bayou hide. Your house is silent tonight. The flood will arrive tonight. You slip from the endless evening and return to a delirious dream. Oh no, wir spielen wieder Unpacking? Let's walk through this house one last time as the floodwater rise. The humidity presses in, the refinery bleeds through the window. You place your feet onto the carpet, drenched. The pumping station has failed again. Your mom will pull this carpet up again. The ditches will fill again, and there will be no hiding from the floods in death or anywhere else. Look at monkey, look out the window. Look at the monkey. The monkey smiles at you. His eyes widen and widen. All that remains of monkey are his eyes. Outside, the wrens weave in and out of the night. They glow unnaturally. They speak in signals about each move you make. They watch closely after you look away. Will you make it out alive at Buch? Will you make it out alive achievement? Alright. You will live, and your brother might live as well. If you choose to save him, you will drive the boat to the lakeshore in Kenner. You will walk to the I-10 on-ramp on Williams Boulevard. He will follow you, speaking in frightened and frustrated sighs. You will say nothing to him as his cries become frantic, his face a mess of tears that leak out of the red beads of his eyes. You won't return to his house with him. To this house with him. You will never set foot in here again. You will walk for miles back towards Texas until a man trailering horses gives you a ride. You will take a job washing dishes for a while in El Paso, where those little wars rage on in the desert. You will join a caravan there and return to the pointless skirmishes and the shouting and chaos and fires and all the many stars for your refinery eyes. Oh, das ist der Name des zweiten Aktes. Again and again you will survive alone. No cell phone, no messages from home, no Blake anymore. No mom, no million, no stuffed monkeys, not even friends from the war. You know he is there in Salt Lake because his smile is unmistakable. Though he has grown younger with time, he will watch you leave the diner in no hurry to get up and follow you behind. That's how it will be for you, alone with only the highways and the immortal man in your wake. What? Move. The living room, I guess. Your mom sits on the couch of the living room, staring out the window. She doesn't acknowledge you when you enter. Sit beside her. You sit down on the couch and force attention. When she turns to you, the indifference drains from her face. I wish you have come just a little sooner, she says and takes your hand. I thought maybe we would have breakfast together or something. I actually dreamed about it. I wanted to say that's what I had hoped, she smiles, just what you wanted to. She hugs you awkwardly and kisses you on the forehead before wiping tears on her sleeve. She looks down at her feet. It's floating. You nod. Alright, well, I should... She gets up without another word and walks out the room. The refinery explosion plays on the television when you get up to leave. Okay, das Zeug verschwindet also nach und nach. Cartridges scatter from the foot Folgt. Können wir noch mal einen hier in der Mikrowelle warm machen? They feed on the crumbs and medication spilled on the table. They decorate every surface and congeal in the rising water. You open the microwave door and there is a head from the lake, eyes closed like the face of a man only resting. You slam the microwave door shut and leave little pockets behind for the roaches to fill. The laundry room scares you, as always scared. Your Blue stands in the corner. He peels his forehead from the wall to meet you. What? He clutches a towel tightly, nervously. Speak to Blue. I wanted to be around, he says. No, it's not what happened, but it's what I wanted. He waits for you to respond. I did too. You were too young to want anything, Kay. You don't remember me at all, like I was never there. Not blaming you for it, just the way it happened to be. He puts his hand on the wall and the wall begins to dissolve. Just don't think that. He looks down at the water spreading across the linoleum tiles, that it will get bad. But when it does, you don't think there's any other way it can be. That's what gets me. The voided light of the backyard breaks through the wall as he presses his hand more firmly against this. I don't know. I just wish I was there. That's all I wanted to say. The light engulfs your father as the materializes before you and the laundry room drops into the depths of the greater New Orleans. Blake's room. Blake lies in bed scrolling on his phone. You peek your head in. He looks up. Dot, he says. He's irritated. Dot, you respond. His frown becomes more shallow. So you're leaving, he seems to think. Your face hardens. He shrugs. You shrug. He gives something like a wave, and as you depart from the door, Blake falls into the lake of stars. To guter Letzt, the bathroom. But the water is to your ankles now as you step into the room. There's not much here. A bed, a lamp, a notepad, a little picture of your parents. She's young, perhaps your age, long brunette hair, olive skin. Grün? He's looking at her with a knowing and amused expression, his denim shirt smeared with rust. She leans against him, her head on his shoulders, pinky fingers locked. Light breaks through the oak tree in the yard, forming a radiant halo around her head. You let the frame slip away from your fingers, it falls away, and so does the room. Here I'm taking a shit. Watching the neighbor. As you enter the bathroom, you find yourself all at once inside the shower with water running down on you. You cut the water and exit, toweling off in a hurry as you approach the mirror. You rub the steam from its surface to see yourself for the first time. You have green eyes and coarse hair, curly widely at its ends. You look like your mom did at your age, like in the picture when she smiled beside Blue. You step away from the mirror, but its reflection remains. You finish drying and throw the towel into the flood water, dress, flip the lights, and leave the room. Your reflection in the mirror decays in the bulb's afterglow. A distorted face, pinpoint eyes, and a hairline mouse wills itself to survive. Und dann natürlich der geheime Raum. The ladder rattles in the closet of the hidden room as you descend into the floodwaters. Million's head hangs limp, her chin a few inches from the water's surface. As you trudge toward her, her shattered face lifts slowly until her voice twists from it in a grasp of electricity. Kay, you're awake, she says. A sphere of flickering lights strobe behind what remains of her face. I want to apologize for my behavior earlier. You tried to kill me. Her head shivers. She attempts to stand in the floodwater but loses her balance and immediately crashes back into the pond. Do you see? Broken. Her gesture becomes small and erratic, spasms animated by a deep current of anguish. You have seen what's inside of my mind, a grove hidden in the blackness of night where a hunter hides. In some moments the hunter is at the front of my mind, dragging me into a place where the ground glows red, and hatred bleeds from it, and I can hardly arrest my limbs for all the infinite spiraling vectors of rage. That is what it can be like in an artificial mind. She lifts her hand from the floodwaters and pokes at her processing core, suspended in a delicate gossamer. It glows with effort beyond her shattered faceplate. Here is where the hunter lives, she says. Her vocal pitch twists and splits as she pinches at the glandular machine. This is where he listens to your mother. These stars, she swats at the flaking bits of strengthening glass that decorate the rim of her face, are his eyes. She shakes her head violently. Crystals of glass rain into the water as it rises, find her neck. What am I then? Does it mean anything when I apologize? Water rises still more to the crown of her head. She continues to speak an indecipherable static. Soon there is no more robot left to flood. You swim through the black water towards the light of the attic as the room sucks down into the suburban depths. Megan's face hangs in the fluid of your eyes as you float in the vacuum of the New Orleans sky. Okay, das war eine Hälfte. Ich könnte jetzt auch nochmal speichern. Ich weiß nicht, was mir das bringt, aber ich tue es einfach mal. Denn ich gehe mal davon aus, da kommt jetzt noch ein weiteres Ding und dann kommt es zum Finale, zum Ende. I don't know. Ich habe keine Ahnung mehr, was hier passiert. Oh. Sure. You slide a piece of paper from the envelope that rests on the desk and find a crudely drawn sketch of your family. Sure. Da unten liegt vermutlich immer noch der CEO. Hey, did you come to watch the flames with your papa? I hope you don't mind me being here, inside of this blessed memory. The refinery at night is just as splendid, isn't it? And it shines still more beautifully in your mind. Thank you for allowing me to visit, if only for a moment. I hope we might have a word together before our journey begins. I lived many lives. One of them I lived in this town. I watched them build this place. I watched the plantation land become a machine land. No one minded me being here, waiting for all the pieces to assemble. Time bombs are time machines. They release the future into the streets. This refinery was a time bomb with or without me. It took less than it might seem to unstick the future from its snare. I shaved a little hole in a pipe elbow. I left a servo robot motor behind in a box of treasures to help it strike. Little things, little boxes, little bits of rock. That's all it takes for a town to explode. And just like John, Blue was gone. No trouble for us anymore. What are you? I am what they say I am. I was never young. I walked the eons. I came upon the tar seeps of those desert wastes and across steppes and oceans to this place, cast from each illusion of hope, a promise I kept with the young man. A kingdom for his earth it would never be. We sat all of us in the shed among the figs, where the stars shone through the rafters. She who carried his seed pointed there and said, "Old man, you live forever. Lead his children there. His kingdom awaits them there." And so I will, you see. What? I would not lie to you, Kay. About this, I would not lie. Why my family? Because you are the last of his line. After you, there will be no more. This is something your grandfather knew. He tried to tell others, but they only laughed, as many do when confronted with the truth. What did she find? A messenger, a vessel of God's light, an angel. It will guide and protect us as we fly. I made... Map updated. I made the room nice for you. When you enter, I will be there. And your brother will be there, and your mother as well. Your seat is prepared at the foot of her throne. Sit when you enter, child. We will leave the sins of this world behind. Sure. Da soll ich nicht mehr rein, ja. Meine Frage ist, habe ich jetzt was davon, hier nochmal rüber zu gucken? The Garrett have kidnapped your brother and are holding him captive. He is, they say, tied up like a pig. Your mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake before she died. You determined that the unpermitted construction in question was related to a spacecraft deep in the wetlands that surrounded Lake Pontypridd. The head that you discovered in the lake belongs to a man named John. Once the leader of the Garretts, he was beheaded by ditchmen. Ja, das haben wir mitbekommen. The man in the ditch believes that he walked alongside Jesus Christ and was instructed by Mary Magdalene to deliver Christ's descendant to the stars. He has beheaded Kenner John, hijacked his homebrewed spacecraft, and kidnapped your brother to complete this task. He claims to have planted a bomb in Sheard's catalytic cracking unit, causing the explosion that killed your father many years ago. Your mom saw something in the lake. Papa wants it. Everyone wants it. Hi, brother. Blake rises desperately in the chair. You make your way towards your Blake. Papa immediately, intercepts you and knocks you to the floor with an aggressive shoulder tackle before casually returning to his place. Oh boy. Du hast doch von LeBlanc des Clowns Make-up geklaut. I would never restrain you, dear one, but Blake doesn't know what's best. Please, come and have a seat with your family. You see your mom for the first time in 5 years. Her corpse bears almost no resemblance to the woman you remember. We have waited only a short while for you, child, and yet it has been an eternity, an evening without end. You have brought your mother's ring, the jewel of Magdalene, your inheritance. The beauty and goodness and virtue of this moment floods my ancient heart. Take your seat, Kay. Be with family. Kann ich auch nö sagen? Können die einfach weglaufen? Was passiert, wenn ich einfach weglaufe? I don't wanna. No. Ich kann auch nicht hier weg, okay. Bist du immer noch dort? Nope. The branch is gone. Okay, also es ist kein Ending, in dem man einfach wegrennt. We've waited Eternity. Okay, scheint nicht, als hätte ich allzu viele Optionen. Kann ich den Ring auf ihn? No, ich brauche keinen Ring mehr. Okay. The sphere hovers above your mother's head without any apparent motion. Oh, guess we're sitting down. Was ist, wenn ich Nein sage? Ist hier sonst noch irgendwas? Okay, guess not. You approach a chair and glance over to Blake. He watches his dreadful, panicked eyes. You sit. Very good, child. I know that you both are afraid, but remain strong. You will be rewarded for your courage in the world that awaits. Papa raises the transceiver in his hand. Garrett, my boy. Garrett, come in, boy. Bruce, answer me. Did your daddy call you home? Bruce? Not to worry, Kay. Be with your family. I will return shortly. And then it will be time. Only a moment. This chamber is yours, and there is no leaving it now. Not for you, not for Blake. Settle into your fate, okay? Yes? Settle in. Papa walks quickly out of the room and through the steel doors at the end of the hall. He immediately sprang from his seat. Kann nicht mehr speichern. You rush to untangle Blake from the mess of rope and duct tape that binds him to the chair. As he peels the tape from his face, he lets out an helpless and exaggerated cry of terror. You wrap your arms around your mom's corpse and lift her from the throne. She's even lighter than you expected. She feels like a bundle of sticks wrapped in fabric. She smells like orange peels and mirror. The spear hovers. Yeah, okay. Now what? Are we running away? You see all in your brother's eyes. You see him exiting the right chair outside the bar. You see the boys in the van. They wait a breath before they jump out and grab him. He screams, he panics. They throw a bag over his head and repeatedly hit him with small extendable batons until they are certain he's unconscious. There's darkness, color, blood, screams, light. He's in a chair, not here, down below. Beyond the door, a riot is unfolding. A gunshot, the sound of crowds. The old man sits there before him, applying mascara with his small pocket mirror. His face is covered in little plastic jewels. They crack and peel from his face as he smiles. Blake, he says, you're awake. The other turns away as he begins to laugh. Your mom, decayed in your arms, smelling of myrrh and masking intensely sour odor. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Dive into the lake, I guess. You approach the railing. Jump already. Finish the game achievement. You dive after your brother as the ark begins to rock and convulse. You plunge into the familiar sediment of the lake. You grab your mom's wrist as she floats face down in the bayou, dragging her along with you. Blake swims desperately towards land, and for a while you do too, until the old man calls your name. You turn to face the rattling starship against the breaking dawn. He stands at the opening from where you jumped, wearing a twisted frown. The expression deepens into something horrible as the airlock closes around him like the lid of an eye. The ark begins to lift from the ground, sluggishly. With great effort, you hear cries from somewhere in the swamp, screams, angry protestations. The towering piece of machinery tilts away from you. You exhale and drop deeper into the water as a wall of flame rips across the bayou. You struggle to swim through the depths while hugging your mom with one arm. At least you arrive at the bank, gasping as you pull her from the water. Blake emerges from the flickering shadows and hoists the corpse awkwardly over his shoulder as you gain your footing in the mud. The terror has not left his face. You look back as the whine of a motor cuts through the noise. The detective pulls the aluminum boat along the bank. All aboard, he gasps. You and Blake load your mother onto the boat. You help the detective aside, and take a seat at the stern as the rocket collapses violently into the swamp. Throttling the motor, you guide the boat towards the refinery that burns on the horizon. Und damit haben wir NORCO durchgespielt. Alright. Ja. Das war ein Spiel, das sehr atmosphärisch war, nennen wir es mal so. Irgendwann habe ich bei der Story jedoch so ein bisschen aufgegeben, wenn ich mal ganz ehrlich sein darf. Ja, irgendein Kult und ja, die wollten irgendwas und dann haben sie John umgebracht und dann war der andere und der war dann scheinbar irgendwie mit Jesus irgendwie ganz dick und wir scheinbar auch und Rakete und Weltall. Aber wir sagten, nö. Okay. Frag mich nicht, ob da ein alternatives Ending gibt, ob man da hätte auch mitfliegen können oder ähnliches. Wenn du das sagst, haben wir es durchgespielt. Ich weiß so viel wie am Anfang. Ja, das ist so ein bisschen, Also, ich fand das Setting anfangs eigentlich ganz cool. Ich fand es auch ganz cool, dass man dachte, oh, da wurde irgendwas gefunden. Aber als dann halt... Keine Ahnung, also mir hätte Aliens mehr gefallen als die Richtung, die wir hier eingeschlagen haben. Und dementsprechend, ja, wir haben es durchgespielt. Yay! Ja, ich gehe mal nicht davon aus, dass hier tatsächlich noch irgendwas Neues danach kommt oder ähnliches. Wir haben es durchgespielt, heißt nicht gleich, wir haben es verstanden. Ja, das ist wohl wahr. Also, erster Akt, zweiter Akt fand ich in Ordnung. Der dritte Akt meines Erachtens hat sich ein bisschen schlechter angefühlt, mal abgesehen von dem Ending. sondern in erster Linie wirklich, weil sehr viel einfach nur, ich sag mal, Hintergrund mit Text dabei war. Gerade wo wir in den Bayous da rumschwimmen mussten. Ich denke, da wäre es ganz cool gewesen, wenn da so ein bisschen mehr dabei gewesen wäre. Vieles von dem war einfach nur, stell dir vor, da ist ein Auto. Stell dir vor, da ist Zeug am Boden. Und stell dir vor, da ist ein Fenster. Okay, whatever. Also, yay, thank you for playing. Wir haben es gespielt. Und damit sage ich GG. Und komme damit jetzt zum Ende. Ich bedanke mich fürs Einschalten. Und bis zum nächsten Let's Play. Bis zum nächsten Playthrough auf twitch.tv/forscom. Bis dann.